Okie dokie. We're back like cook crack, like nothing ever happened. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back.
All in an attempt to expose
We are
Zion.
back.
That
Let's,
bitch was
let's,
out
let's,
here
let's pause this. Yep, videos are working now. All well and good. I just had to restart my fucking platform. Always good. All is good. Let's fucking continue. So, I went to watch a bit of the Brendan on Black Rifle Coffee thing, right? So let's actually check that out before I continue. Let's check out this Black Rifle Company thing with Brendan Schaub. Let's see why I go on for this. This should be a fun ride. This should be a fun ride. This should be a fun ride. Let's check this out. Oops, can't see that.
Heather, what coffee are you drinking?
Honestly, like, I love coffee like everybody else does. I drink an ungodly amount of tea that has some caffeine in it. I'm also been known to drink 6 cups of coffees a day, but I also don't, I've tried to claw it back a little bit. But coffee is just like, I don't know, it's just a drink, innit? Big up.
Camera's been on the whole time.
Big up. Who is this? Big up Ricky Picture. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Big up Ricky Picture. Big up Ricky Picture. Big up Ricky Picture. Appreciate you. Yo, big up Steve from Leeds. Welcome to my Leeds family tree. Welcome to my Leeds man them. Big up the Leeds man them. Big up the Leeds man. Big up my main road man them. What was I saying to you? Or Ellen Road man them, actually, main road. What I was talking about? Making coffee your personality is an interesting choice, isn't it? Again, I hate to rag on you Americans, but this is a very American thing, to make coffee your personality. It's like, what? It's like, huh? And Americans like to take the piss of us. You guys take the piss of us English people by saying we're tea and crumpet merchants, which, I drink tea if I don't really eat crumpets. They're fucking horrible and dry. Crumpets are basically, an English version of a biscuit, right? You guys having Popeyes, those fucking horrible scone type things. So I don't even fucking eat crumpets, but you niggas are out here making coffee your personality. Putting butter in your coffee. Like, what? Absolute wild people. Yes, big up Oliver too. Big up Oliver. Another Leeds in the masses. Good, I'm getting some UK people. I'm getting some UK viewers. Yay! Before it was only Yanks that give a shit about me. Only the Americans. Big up the Americans. Only gave a shit about me. Now I'm getting some fucking UK people in the house. Love to fucking see it. Big up the UK man them. We're here. We're live and direct. We're in the fucking chat. Or get me? We're drinking fucking beers. We're harassing women. We're starting fights. We're making very insensitive comments about Indian and Pakistani people. You get me? Big up all my UK people. The last time Brendan actually had a lot of male friends outside of comedy. Bros touching each other, bros. Barbells and coffee, yeah, man. Dude, how much you lift? How much do you drink coffee? Guns, coffee, barbells, and cheating on your wives. That's the thing, man. That's fucking the Black Rifle Coffee way. Guns, barbells, and cheating on your wives. Fucking love that shit, bro. Let's fucking smash some bartenders. Let's smash some waitress. Let's smash some fucking barbacks. Do you know what I mean? Let's fucking go. Baddies, guns, barbells, and more. Oh, look at that. We see some itches out here, right? Itches. Everyone white, by the way. No colors, right? Yeah, no colors. Loads of fucking ex-sorority girls, but no Latinas, no girls of color, right? Nothing else, just straight up fucking American sweethearts everywhere. Everyone hugging each other. Also, by the way, also, I find it interesting. Guys like this, these kind of guys are usually the most homophobic in my personal experience, but they also do the most homophobic things. They love fucking hugging each other. They love working out topless. They love slapping each other's bums. They love pinching each other's nipples, but they're also very against sucking other people's dicks. How does that work? How does that work? Please, someone tell me how does that work? They fucking do jujitsu when they're 40-year-old and never going to become professional. They just enjoy having another man fucking, scissoring them on the floor. I find that very interesting. Super homophobic, but they do a lot of gay things.
We need a crossbow. I couldn't think of a better thing than Jared Taylor to have a crossbow.
They're obsessed with all their boasting.
What do you need? T-shirt with American flag on it, a beard, and a trucker hat. All right? That's the fucking persona, isn't it? You need a T-shirt with a flip of the American flag, which has got these weapons on it, these guns and something else, right? It's a flip on the American flag, so people know you're a patriot. And you need a beard to show that you're grizzled, right? And you're out there in the fucking outdoors. And you need a weathered hat that also shows that it's been, hit by the elements. That's a sign of a real man.
Now I have half bow, right? This is I'm practically.
Imagine can't you just be into this shit without being this type of guy? Can't you just have bow and arrows at home? Can't you just have straps? Can't you just, be fucking swigging copious amounts of coffee without looking like this? Is that possible? Just doing it for fun without looking like this. I'm sure it's possible. But they all look like this.
An Archer. This is my new baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes with a case.
That was your selling factor?
Yeah, it said it came with a case. I need 600 arrows though,
600.
I need to have enough.
Yeah, all the way up, locked in.
How many crossbows have you owned, Jared? So you're just starting with a Ferrari.
She's on.
All right, put an apple on the head. Oh, sweet. Where's this?
Must be fun to shoot, huh? Must be fun to shoot. I never shot one. Must be fucking fun to shoot. I'm not gonna lie.
I know everything about my new crossbow.
It's no big deal. Okay, where are we at?
First person I'm shooting when I get one of those is fucking Eric Griffin. I'm lining him up and I'm shooting his tits, his belly button, the side tits he has, that stupid face. That's the first person I'm lining up. Eric fucking Griffin. Ha ha ha. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she is on. Did you get that bicep? So big.
It's very suddenly got an appointment with Crossbow Weekly. They're going to do an article on me.
There's a little more kick.
They all stand very close to each other, innit? They stand very close to each other. Like, what is going on here? They stand so close to each other. Like, god damn, give me some room to breathe, man. I can't even smell my own breath. I'm smelling yours. What do you want to do? Do you want to kiss me or something? My nigga, do you want to kiss me? Do you want to fucking snog? Do you want to fucking snog? Do you want me to tongue you down right now? Do you want me to jack you off? Is that why you're standing so close to me? Like, give man some room, man. Fuck.
Hello, Hank. We're introducing this is Brendan Schaub. If you don't know him,
Hey, Brendan. Papa's in the house.
Yeah, the infamous episode with Joe Rogan. Brian and Joe didn't want to air that show. It's my idea to air the show. Just because I felt like that's real. And I think what made the Fighting the Kid and kind of my success outside of fighting was just being real and bringing people on this journey.
So his L made his career, really. You think about it, right? An L made his career.
Brian had the idea. He goes, dude, our show's doing well. We should do live podcasts. He goes, Rogan and I are talking about it. You're a great storyteller, man. You get up there, you're just going to tell a story.
Brendan Schaub.
So they used to do live podcasts before. Why did they stop doing it? They should have continued doing it because they could have become way more successful doing live pods of T-Fat-K, continuing on from there instead of their individual comedy careers, personally. But it took too much time apart, too much time off from doing it. And by the time they came back, the first one they did back was in fucking Texas, which makes no sense when they based it out in LA. But hey, we moved. By the way, I love that little extra TRT head meat he's got going on there, Brendan, right? Look at that extra TRT head meat there. That extra forehead you get from taking HGH and TRT. Fucking gorgeous.
He's pound for pound. Well, he's also a cop. He's just not as good.
Captain B-Shop here. You got a 647 on it.
People take the piss out of this stuff, but I actually liked it. I actually like that they made an effort, right? This is stuff from T-Fat-K 3D. They actually tried to make an effort. This is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I know people make fun of it nowadays, but this is so much more. They're making this is much more of an effort than what they do nowadays, basically. Nowadays is just the most low effort thing ever. This was actually them trying to be funny, them trying to actually put on a fun show. I actually didn't mind this. I'm not going to lie.
And someone stole my car. Again.
Brendan Schaub
Cheese and rice. Smell like latte.
in Pound for Pound.
Well, we're gonna go shoot some shit at the range today and have some fun.
I'm gonna learn to handle a gun. Let's be real.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Good thing we have trained professionals here, so we're gonna be
I
okay.
think you guys can handle it.
And on top of that, we're gonna
Pre-Ozempic. Look how normal looking Pre-Ozempic Bapa looks. Yo, big up horror movie hustle. Appreciate you.
Big up AZ, we out here. Do you watch Ty Rivera content on Random Show?
Who's Ty Rivera? I don't even know who that is. Who the fuck is Ty Rivera? Let me check. Let me Google that. Who on my phone? Who the fuck is Ty Rivera? Who? Ty Rivera. Who the hell is that? ¿Qué es Ty Rivera? Oh, that's a guy that was crying about the comedy mothership, right? The gay dude with the piercings. They don't pay us enough money. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know. I like my car crashes. I like my horror shows, but there's a bit too much mental illness going on there, man. There's a bit too much there's a lot of trauma going on there. I don't think I can handle that. He sort of seems like a weird tattooed comedy version of like a Chris Chan. I can't do that. That's too miserable to me. I saw some of his content. I was gonna cover it one show, but I was like, you know what? I can't do this, man. This looks too miserable, even for me. It just looks too sad. Too sad. Like, too sad, man. Too sad. I can't do it. Obviously, if you guys tell me to do it, I'm a fucking man of the people. I will obviously cover it if you want, but that's just depressing, bro. Like, it's really depressing. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very depressing. Like, you can clearly see the guy has some issues going on there. I don't know if it's fun to kind of dunk on him because of that, but I could be wrong. By the way, who's this guy? Why does he look familiar? By the way, if anybody goes on the who's this guy in the front? Is he the owner of Black Rifle Coffee? Is that why? Why does he look like somebody? Does he look like an actor or something? Who is this guy here? Why does he look familiar? Who is this dude? But yeah, pre-Ozempic Papa actually looks really. He looks like he works out here. You can see from his traps, his physique overall. This guy looks like he actually works out. Obviously with the help of some other things, but. I think he looked better here than he does now. Even though he still looked bloated here, he looks better here than he does nowadays, in my personal opinion. Even though he probably thinks he looks fat here.
We're gonna do some epic business stuff together. We're gonna help launch a coffee company.
Also, this is actually Black. Okay, this is Black Rifle Coffee, guy. That's why I didn't recognize it.
Some deals.
Yeah.
Roast some beans.
Look at what they did back in the day. Black Rifle Coffee basically flew Brendan out to Texas to come shoot guns and stuff back in the day. Nowadays, does he even get a sponsorship from Black Rifle Company? Nope. Is his coffee still going with them? Nope. Does he get flown out by them? Nope. Does he even bring them up on the show anymore? Nope. Pretty wild.
This is called an MPX, which is essentially a submachine gun. It shoots a 9mm, just like a Glock or anything like that. He's got a suppressor on it, but this is super quiet. One of the funnest guns to shoot out there. Sure. There you go, son. Two.
Brendan shooting all his haters. Me, Unique, 10 minutes of Shorb, podcast cringe, here to try. Brendan just head topping us all. Who would be the first to like cry or ask? I wouldn't say mercy. Actually, I'll just take it on the chin. Yeah, fair enough, mate. I made about 100 videos on you. It's all good. You know what I mean? I think Unique would cry. I was only joking. You know, Unique would definitely plead for his life. I wouldn't plead for my life. I'd be like, nah, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Take me to my maker. Let me go meet my grandma. I'm all good. You know? I take the death on the chin. 10 minutes of Shaw's guys will definitely run. The 10-minute Shaw guys will definitely run. They'd be like trying to run. I mean, falling over, getting up again, pulling each other down, tripping each other up. They'd definitely be running. I'd be just all zen, sitting like fucking Torogana or fucking Shogun. I'd be like Torogana on Shogun. I'll just be sitting there. Hey, go, Brendan, shoot me, kill me, you know, kill me. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be fucking bare zen. Oh, he missed them all. He's missing. Yeah, he is. Did he miss them all? Hold on, did he miss them all? Is he shooting at that blue target? Yeah, he's missing. Missing it. Oh, you got one there. You got one there. You got one there. Okay, he's got... Fucking hell, he's a horrible shot though, isn't it? He's shooting like a fucking mum.
What's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? That's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Look, that's... When do you see Brendan smile like that ever? Not even cars make you smile like that. That's what happens when you have actual bros you're hanging out with. You're away from the missus, away from the family. You get to hang out with the dudes, you know, drink some fucking tins, get some bevies in you, right? Bang some prozzies, and then go back to our hotels and touch each other and fuck each other, right?
I mean, I've been in San Antonio for, I don't know, I got here 5 minutes ago. I'm shooting guns.
Yeah. I've never shot this. Right here. This is the Sig Rattler.
I love Unique, but what does being a veteran mean, by the way? Big up the stream chat. Who said that? Who said that? Who says he's a veteran? Big up Andrew W. What does that mean, being a veteran, though? Really? Does being a veteran mean, like, if I was born in a hood and I say I was in a gang, but I wasn't? I was in a hood where gangs were around, but I didn't actually partake in one, so I can't really say I was in a gang. Like, what does actually being a veteran mean? What did he do? Did he fire a gun? Was he applying band-aids to the fucking guys when they came back, you know, from doing a fucking tour? What did he actually do? Was he just cleaning the boats? Like, what did he do? You know what I mean? This whole veteran thing, there's a bit too much fucking sucking off of the fucking armed forces over there in America. Like, what did you actually do? Unless you murked somebody, unless you went and killed some fucking 12-year-olds in fucking Afghanistan, I don't want to hear it, personally. Do you know what I mean? Unless you fucking took a blade to a fucking mum's neck in the fucking Middle East somewhere and saw her fucking blood spill over on the floor while her kids cried and you head topped them, I don't want to hear it. You know? I don't want to hear it. What, because you fucking, you know, played the fucking trombone on a fucking boat, I should respect you? Get fucked.
And it was their way of saying, how do we make the smallest gun that will fully rock your head off? And that's why it's called the Rattler. I've never shot it before, so... Oh, it's not bad at all.
Oh shit, Unique went to prison. Okay, now we're talking. If Unique went to prison, he's a fucking badass. Because I've always liked him anyway, alright? I've always liked him. I'm copying please now. I've always liked Unique. Unique's my guy. I've always liked him. If he went to fucking prison, now I respect it, right? Because now you're in the building full of jungles. Sorry, I'm doing a papa there. You're in the building that's an actual jungle full of fucking animals. Jesus Christ, you're in the room for jungles. I'm catching papaisms. I'm catching chauvinisms. That was fucking awful. Please rewind the tape, delete that. Don't pin it up again next to me, alright? But anyway, big up fucking Unique. You went to prison. I respect you more for that, okay? Real niggas up in this shit.
Oh. Yeah.
What has the most, like...
Oh, I got something for you.
I'm not gonna lie, if I lived in America, I think I'd be at a gun range every fucking day. Forget strip clubs, forget, you know, prostitutes, forget pickup trucks, forget video games. If I lived in America, I'd be at the gun range every single day, just blasting at fucking targets. Boom, 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 boom. I'd be going nuts, bro. I wouldn't even have that many guns on me or even in my house. I would just be going to the fucking gun range, just letting it fucking fly. Just picturing an old teacher as a target. Just picturing some person online. Just picturing some fucking girl that left me unseen back in the day. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Just blasting at that thing. Just picturing fucking Eric Griffin and that fucking smile he does. Boom. Or George and that smile he does. Boom.
Just got real.
What is that gun?
It's a Scar Heavy, Scar 17, 308.
Scar 17, come on.
And then I'll get a property with some land, so I could I'll just fling grenades, like FPS Russia style. Just be flinging grenades. Boom. I mean, boom, boom, boom. IEDs. Boom, boom. I'd be going nuts, bruh. Be going nuts. I swear to God. I might even do that wild shit where I get a hare, you know, a bunny rabbit, just lay out of a cage and let him run. And then boom. You know what I mean? Fuck animal cruelty, man. Boom. I swear I'd be going crazy.
Much. Scar 17, you fool.
Right? Jeez.
Look at that, man. Look at the sound of that. Do you hear the sound of that? Imagine taking someone's head off of that. Hear the sound. Hear the fucking sound. I'm going to put it up. Hear the sound of this.
17, you fool.
Right?
Come on. Come on. Come on. Honestly, imagine blowing off someone's head like that. Must be so satisfying. Just boom, boom. Just the head just exploding.
$20 later.
It'd be so fun.
See, this thing shoots really small pistol rounds.
Oh, yeah, those are tiny.
So with this thing, I'll shoot it first so you can see it. Okay. Do not pussyfoot it. See, what you gotta do is just manhandle it with the one shot, and then just...
Come on. Come on, bro. Hear the sound of that fucking handgun. Are you insane?
First so you can see it. Okay. Do not pussyfoot it.
What the
See, what you
fuck?
gotta do is just manhandle it with the one shot, and then just...
Fucking hell, bro. I would be taking niggas out. I swear to God. I would be clapping niggas with this shit. I'm so fortunate I don't live there. I'd be clapping I'll be waiting for the day someone trespasses on my property. Boom! Fuck off, man. Look, if you're a 14-year-old kid, don't step foot into my house. You try to take my laptop or shit. Boom! Try to steal my camera. Boom! You try to take my kid's tablet. Boom! I mean, fucking hell. Can you imagine hearing somebody come into your house? You'd be smiling, looking for that strap under your bed, smiling, like putting the fucking key code into the fucking thing. Like, you'd be so happy. Rolling down the stairs, you see them, boom. It'd be so fun.
Yeah. Got so intense, man.
Pretend that your hand doesn't hurt after.
Yeah. That's the key. The key is looking cool.
Uche, don't nobody want your laptop, Uche. Uche. Imagine they take my laptop. They'll be so pissed when they get home. They'll be so fucking pissed. I'd have to keep restarting this to play YouTube videos. What's going on?
Cool the whole time, but not letting anybody know that you just probably hyperextended your wrist.
Oh god. Look at the recoil on that shit.
I know. Sex.
Yo, that nigga was firing that shit with one hand. So that shit must have some crazy recoil in it. Brendan can't even handle it with two, and he's a big dude.
Pure sex.
Kinda gay, bro. Guns are not sex. They're cool, but they're not sex. I'm sure there's guys out there that stick guns up their ass, isn't it, right? That must be a thing, innit? That must be a kink. There must be a subreddit for that. guys who stick guns up their ass or put the fucking, where the trigger thing is around their dick and like show it hanging out. That must be a thing. There must be that. Must be gun porn too. Where they put both guns to the side of their dick like that, right? And they make like a little triangle. They put both guns like that. All right. That must be a thing also. Black coffee meeting, eh? Man, Brendan had a good life, bro. Brendan had a good life. He was getting flown out to meet a couple of lads in Texas making hardcore coffee for the mandem. Like, he had a good fucking life, bro. His own brew, his own roast, right? I don't even think it's even a T-Fat-K roast. I think it was a Brendan Schaub roast. That's the funny thing about it. It wasn't even like a T-Fat-K one. It was a Brendan Schaub thing. Crazy. Hotel Emma. Yeah, Brendan always brags about. I think Brendan's got a deal with this place, right? Brendan, if you know the law about T-Fat-K, you'll know Brendan always fucking boasts about this hotel. I don't know if this hotel has like a baddies menu or something. Maybe they have like a little menu under your table that you can check, secret one, and they'll fucking, you have a list of fucking, nice and edible, 19 to 22-year-olds. I don't know. But he used to love talking about Hotel Emma, Hotel Emma, Hotel Emma, Hotel Emma. Maybe he got like some sort of deal, free rooms or something. I don't know. Because he sold out Texas, right? He gets free rooms. I don't know. But he used to love this place.
Waiting on the ever tall and handsome Brendan Schaub to check into his hotel room. Then we're going to grab a nice cup of Joe, not a man, coffee. And then
you know what? If you fly me to Texas, you want me to do a deal, don't wait downstairs in the lobby for me to check in. Maybe you go to the place and I'll meet you there. I'll meet you guys there later. Let me change, wash my pussy, get some fucking, maybe have a quick wank before I leave, check my phone, text back my wife and shit, whatever. But don't be sitting down in the lobby for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why I want for this? What's all this pressure? Why do you have to be in my fucking ass? Like, I know you flew me over there, but go to the place, man. I'll meet you there. Chill.
And we're going to go podcast for Drinking Bros. And it is going to be a swell, fun, great time.
Black Coffee HQ, yeah? Podcast time. Content time.
3, 2, 1.
Double pop. Showtime goes, all right, what are we going to do now? And I said, man, I'd love to do like a comedy variety late night show with fighting and comedy. And here's my pitch. And that's how Below the Belt came to Showtime. And I don't think
that's such a horrible show. Showtime greenlighting that thing and wasting that much money. They deserve, going bankrupt and going under. They put some dumb money behind some dumb projects. I'm thinking of doing like a variety show that's like got comedy and like fighting on it, where I have like these sketches and I'll turn Below the Belt into like UFC version of Saturday Night Live. Huh? Okay.
And here's my pitch, and that's how Below the Belt came to Showtime. And I don't think a lot of people know, but like Bert Kreischer has his style of comedy is something that I gravitate towards most, and it's more like my style.
Brendan's North Star. Brendan's original North Star was Bert Kreischer. Can you believe that? How funny that is. Because some people would say Bert Kreischer is now turning into Brendan. Some people are saying Bert is now turning into Brendan. Funny how things happen, innit? Wow. Imagine your North Star being a 50-year-old functioning alcoholic who takes off his t-shirt on stage to get cheap laughs and who wants to, relive his fucking college frat days in his fucking late 50s. Can you imagine that? That being your hero. That's your hero. Yuck.
So when I need help, I go to him, and he really, he's my guy. But then also there's guys like Joey.
By the way, he's not his guy anymore because of the Bobby Lee shit. And Joey Diaz isn't his guy anymore because, Joey Diaz flip flops, and I don't think he's ever liked Brendan. To be fair, I don't think he's ever respected Brendan for the say what we want about Joey. He's a comedy purist. But I don't think he's ever respected Brendan. We know that because of the episode he did where he said, "Oh, I didn't really understand why you're going to stand up. I was kind of annoyed." But I don't think Joey's ever respected the fact that Brendan never earned his stripes. He came straight in at the top end. He never did open mics. And you know how Joey Diaz always talks so glowingly about struggling and having to fucking, lick girls' pussy from a fucking window and share a fucking sub sandwich with a fucking stripper. Like, he loves all that fucking hard life, hard knock story, right? The more gritty and raw it is, the better. Brendan got given comedy with a fucking platinum spoon, bruh. He got given a chrome heart spoon to eat his coffee out of, or to eat his fucking yogurts out of. Do you know what I mean? He was drinking from a fucking True Religion fucking bowl, right? He was drinking out of a goblet made from fucking Louis Vuitton leather bags. I mean, he never had to drink from a dingy dive bar, a plastic cloudy cup, right, or a pint mug that had like stains of lipstick from the previous person that drank it, but they didn't wash it properly. He never had to grind. So I don't think Joey Diaz ever really liked Brendan, in my personal opinion.
Joey Diaz, who he'll call me on a Wednesday, like, "Cocksucker, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" He's just calling to check in on me. Let me ask you something.
I would love to know how many times Joey has called him now.
I'm sure your listeners are like, "Fuck's sakes, Brendan." But when you want to do special forces, can anyone sign up for it? Obviously, you have to pass tests, but you enlist as a regular.
As long as you qualify with the medical standards and you meet certain standards, yes, everybody can say, "I want to try."
Within reason. So you have like different,
Is this redundant for your listeners? Or
No, it's fine. So it's you can't call it special forces.
Is this redundant? Is this redacted for your listeners? Yeah.
So it's special operations. It essentially encompasses and umbrellas all of the different facets of the military, whether it's MARSOC, Raiders, SEALs, Rangers, Special Forces, and then higher tier down. But like when I went to basic training, OSET, which is infantry school, after then airborne school, then I got to go to the selection process for becoming a Ranger once I passed, and then, continue.
We have these things.
Hey, guess what? If you didn't kill anybody, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. If you just clean people's rifles and you emptied out the fucking bins and shit, I don't fucking give a shit about your special forces experience, bro. Did you kill innocent civilians? Yes or no? If you did, I'll buy you a drink.
It's like the Ranger Battalion.
Better yet, if you killed them in third world countries. Did you go to third world countries under the guise of trying to instill a democracy, and then you murked an entire family and wiped out an entire fucking generation? Yes. Then I'll buy you a fucking pint and a shot, and I'll give you a bump. Let's fucking go.
The Ranger Regiment was created to go into an enemy occupied area and seize their airfields. So we created a shock troop force of highly trained dudes that can parachute in and fucking airfield up, so then we can start landing planes and getting troops in.
I'm a lightweight these days. Business has made me a pussy.
Oh, me too, man.
I'm gonna ask him to be my date.
Do it.
Yes. My main date.
I'll be your side piece.
Yeah.
I love this kind of banter, innit? Dude, imagine if like we all left our wives and we just started fucking each other, and then like our wives came looking for us, and then they opened the door of this hotel room and they just saw us fucking Eiffel Towering each other and shit. And then Brendan, you like bust all over my mouth, and then I used that as like a face mask, and then I was peeling it off as it dried like PVA glue, like we did back when we were school kids and shit. Imagine how funny that would be, dude. Dude, imagine if I took this AR-15 and I shoved it up your ass, dude, and then as I was about to pull the trigger, a little bit of pre-cum came out, and then it hit that guy in the ear, and then he took some of that ear stuff and he put it on one of his pimples, right? And that kind of changed everything for him. Just imagine. Could you imagine how fun that would be, dude? Can you imagine how fun that would be, dude? What?
What? You want to go to California next week?
No.
Yeah, you want to do this?
Sure. Yeah.
Joel, I heard you're supposed to come, man. You missed out on the best podcast ever and hangout session.
Yeah, you fucking listen to Drinking Bros then, a-hole. Love you, miss you.
Fucked up.
You don't fucked up.
We're making funny clips to send to our... Look, he's wearing one of those rubber rings that all the hard guys wear, right? That's how you show you work out and you shoot guns. You have these like silicone wedding band things on, right? These fucking condom rings, right? They kind of remind me of condoms. You know the top bottom of the condom? Got that little ring, right? It kind of reminds me of those, kind of the little hard bit of a condom that you put around your finger to show that you work out, because you can't wear a metal ring because you just lift too many barbers. You're always fucking snatching, cleaning and jerking and shit, or firing a gun. So you need to fucking have the silicone. Fuck off, man. Try hard cunts. Just wear a wedding ring or don't wear one. These fucking like, oh, God.
So this is our good friend Sean O'Connell, who fights at Jeremy Horn's gym, or sparring partner. We didn't sponsor him, but apparently he just wanted to troll us and put Black Rifle over all of his...
Hold on, is that the guy that was insulting Brendan before? Is that why Brendan's looking weird? Is that the guy that doesn't like Brendan, or is that the guy that Brendan was hating on? Is that him? The one that does like karate and stuff now. Big up Victoria in Japan.
What is Eiffel Towering?
What is Eiffel Towering? Don't you dare super chat me that. Don't you dare. How dare you? You know what it is. If not, Google's your fucking friend. Don't try. Who do you think? You try to be innocent. What is Eiffel Towering? What is a rim job? Huh? What is edging? Huh? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. As if.
His shirt and shorts today. Speaking of fighting, we have Brendan Schaub in the house today.
Oh, hey. There's a mic.
Yes.
What do you think of fighting, Brendan? Just super general. How's fighting?
What do you feel about Conor McGregor?
So what's next for Conor?
But yeah, so we were gonna do some coffee with you.
Just a bunch of lads. Look at that though. He had the thing called. Oh, his name's not even on it. You know what's funny about this? His name's not even on it. Brendan's name's not even on the bag. It says American Coffee, Black Rifle Coffee Company. It says bigger, badder, browner. Kind of gay, not gonna lie. Bigger, badder, browner sounds like shit. Bigger, badder, browner. Big Brown Coffee Co. Dark roast, which is funny because Brendan hates dark-skinned people, allegedly. Maybe just blacks, who knows. Los Angeles, California. But it doesn't actually say Brendan's name on it. It just says Big Brown Coffee. I wonder why. It doesn't actually say his name, you know?
We're super excited.
Redac roast, right? CTE roast. Mushmouth roast. That's what it should have been fucking called.
I know, man.
There's another one called Freedom Fuel. Honestly, man, Americans, like, it's even with the weed. Some people will sell you shit weed in America with those fancy bags, right? With crazy graphics, and it's just some budge weed. Like, what is this? Freedom Fuel. Okay? Coffee is a sign of freedom now. I don't know, dude. Don't know why I'm making that mouth, but you know, maybe I do. Redact.
And I'm super pumped.
Would
I reached out to you guys. I harassed you guys to do this.
I don't know about that because you
don't think so?
I
feel like I was that stalker ex-girlfriend. I'm like, come on. But it started because.
Oh, that's interesting. Bapa reaching out for sponsors. I think he does that. I think he used to do that more often than we like to believe, or that he would like you to believe. He makes it seem like everybody reached out to him, but I bet you that was something that he did quite often. Tagging people, then DMing them. Hey, it's Big Brown here. Don't know if you know me, but I knocked out Mirko Krokop. Big up.
No name equals they could play it off as a generic brown PPL joke for the mouth breathers.
Aha. I see. Big up NJ Ranger. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That actually does make a lot of sense. No name leaves it open to interpretation, right? Maybe it's a big brand lifestyle, right? Maybe big brands is a philosophy, is a way of thinking. Like what? Anyway, I don't know. Big up NJ, appreciate you, NJ Ranger. Let's go.
I got so I did the movie with you guys. You guys sent me coffee.
Did a movie? Oh, I have to watch this. What the? Okay, I'm definitely have to. This is a Patreon episode. I know I haven't updated Patreon in a while, but I'm gonna watch this on Patreon. And I'm gonna upload the video for everybody on there. Okay, it's only $1 to sign up to the Patreon. Don't be fucking tight. If you want to watch it, I'm gonna download this today and I'm gonna fucking watch it. I have to. Wow, I did not know this existed. Range 15. I have to watch this. I have to watch this.
I'm a coffee connoisseur, to say the least.
Yeah.
I was upset. I was obsessed with it. I was pursuing another company, and I was like, man, I'd love to work with Black Rifle. And then we had a mutual friend in Lex, who's my old manager.
Oh, Lex was the old manager. So who took over from Lex? So Lex at one point was fired for another manager. I wonder if this is I wonder if this is the case. I wonder if Brendan had Lex as a manager from before, not Lex Freedom, another Lex. He gets him as a manager. Then when he starts blowing up, he starts to become too big time. Then he gets another manager, maybe a CAA one, and he leaves Lex behind. But now that, because I have a feeling, I don't know about you guys, but I have a feeling, this is just my hunch. I think Brendan got dropped from CAA. I don't think he's represented by them anymore. I think he does all these things himself and through Lex. That's what I think. I don't think there's any CAA booking with him anymore. So maybe that's why Lex came back on board. And Lex is the guy that infamously, fired George. That's my hunch. I'm going to say Brendan's not with CAA anymore. I don't think you could see on the website anymore roster who they got, but I think Brendan got dropped by CAA.
Yep.
And then he reached out to you guys.
Yeah.
Because I was about to pull the trigger on that other one, but I'm like, I love this coffee.
Hey, yo, big up Joe. What's that? Big up Joe Died the Flame. What's going on, bro? Joe Died the Flame. What's good? Thank you for joining. Smash the like if you just joined. Everybody else, smash the fucking like. Don't be fucking stingy.
Man, I'd love to work with those guys. But I didn't know if you only worked with like military veterans or anything like that.
I don't know if you only worked with white guys, basically, what I'm saying it, because he's, racially ambiguous. I don't know if you only worked with like white guys and stuff. I know you got that black guy, but come on, he's about as black as Chappelle Lacey.
No, I think it's anybody in the shared space, right? It's obviously we're a pro-veteran company coming from where we come from, but like, the MMA space, there's so many parallels, right, between you guys.
Being able, only in America, you could create a multi-million-dollar business primarily centered around veterans. That must be a small community of people, but you guys spend so much money and you make so much money over there that you could have you could make a niche product of coffees primarily aimed at patriots and veterans and make so much money. Can you imagine how crazy that is? I don't think you could ever do that in the UK. You could never make a coffee specifically for people that worked in the that served in the fucking army, right? And that was British or English centric. It wouldn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? You'd probably be called a racist of it if you did that. It's pretty incredible that you can do that, man. That's what makes America amazing. The possibility, like, I think in one sense, the fact that you as a nation, they tell you can be anything, I think does you a disservice. I think that whole you can be whatever you want to be thing in America, the American dream, is a bit nuts. But I think it's helpful in some ways because once you can actually do anything, but then it gives people false hope because some people can't do anything because they're fucking redacted. But when you do everything, you can make tons of fucking cash doing it. Like you have reality TV stars in your country who are multi-millionaires. We don't have that. We have some, but not all of them. You have a lot of reality TV show stars that can go to nightclubs and do appearances and shit, walkthroughs. Do you know what I mean? Like actual legit celebrities. People are taking their pictures in the street and running after them and shit. It's fucking insane. It really is insane. But you do sell people a dream, so it kind of is a bit sad in that respect.
And what we do, that team spirit, so it was like a fucking shoo-in day one, so I'm super stoked.
I can't wait.
You only get 2 cups of coffee a day. It better be amazing, right?
Is that what you do now too?
I'll do like a latte with extra shots in the morning.
Is that like the wine chick that's like, I only had 1 glass and it's a whole bottle? Where
I'm
like,
an ad.
I had 1 cup and it's 4
I'm like scratching
shots.
my neck because
He wanted to lie there. You see him wanting to lie. There was a section there where he wanted to lie. Where they asked him, how many do you drink? And he went to prove because he wanted the sponsorship really bad. I drink all of them. Coffee is my life. I didn't actually went to play football. I actually went to be a coffee maker. But my dad pushed me into into fucking comedy, or into football. Look, he went to lie. He went to lie. Look, he went to lie. Look, listen.
It was like a fucking shoo-in day one.
He went to lie here.
I'm super stoked.
I can't wait.
You only get 2 cups of coffee a day. It better be amazing, right?
Is that what you do now too?
He went to lie.
I'll do like a latte with extra shots in the morning.
Is that like the wine chick that's like, I only had one glass and it's the whole bottle? Where
I'm
like,
an ad.
I had one cup and it's 4
I'm like
espresso
scratching
shots.
my neck.
Yeah.
I just love coffee, man.
Hey, yo, big up NJ Ranger. Yeah, I saw that. Kendo only got an invite. To be fair, I think there's this is my controversial opinion. I don't like the psyop that's being run at the moment to convince the public to hate the Kardashians and think it's over with. You don't get to do that to us. You know, Hollywood, whoever they are, you push these motherfuckers onto us. You made these people important. You don't get the right now to tell us when it's over. We decide when it's over. If we still like watching them, we like watching them. Stop trying to put, like, I see too many headlines of like, oh, the sales are down. Bruh, shut the fuck up. Leave us alone. We don't give a fuck. Or we do give a fuck. But I don't like this. It feels almost like mind control. Oh, they didn't get invited. And do we know that's even true? Are they away somewhere? I don't know. The theme of this Met Gala is pretty shit anyway as well. Like, there's not much real room to kind of express yourself and do something wacky anyway. I don't know. I think it's all weird. Bro. It's a fucking... they're trying to control your brain, bro. They're trying to get to you through the Kardashians. They're trying to convince you that they're over because you'll convince yourself that your life is over, and then boom, you'll blow your fucking head off. That's what I think.
That's great. And you were on the podcast today. We knocked that out, Drinking Bros.
That was fun. It was basically me interviewing you guys about military.
We always joke, like, you throw a Ranger in a fucking...
Oh, look at that. I'm a metrosexual. Look at that leg. Look at that leg cross. You can't see it because the stream chat's covering it. Actually, let me make the thing smaller so you can see it. Look at that leg cross. Look at that leg cross. Look at that. Eh? Look at that. Look at that vag. Look at that pussy bussin'. We love that, innit? We love that. Bussy bussin'. Like, That's it, bro. We love that. We love that. Let's go.
Blake, I'll drown myself to death, but I'm the first one to, head punt down the door and shoot someone in the face.
Your listeners are like, God damn it, man.
They'll be mad at us because we talk too much about military bullshit. Because you do, what, 3 episodes a week?
I do 2 Fighting the Kids, 1 Below the Belt, which is an all-fight show, and then might strike up another one with me and Theo Vaughn.
Of course.
Sting and the King.
Sting and the King, of course. Look at old Theo, man. When Theo was green to podcasting, love Brendan. Look at the smile. Like, they must have made so much money back in those days when AdSense was good and their views were organic as well. It wasn't like don't get me wrong. I probably were buying views, but still, they were getting a lot of real views too. Whew. I just realized. Did they copy this from Rogan? Look, they got the picture of Biggie before he died, I'm guessing, and the picture of Tupac before he died. Did they copy stuff from Rogan? Because Rogan's got a picture of, like, who's he got a picture of? He's got like a mugshot of somebody, innit? On his walls. Isn't this a copy of Rogan's thing? Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. These guys suck Rogan's dick more than Rogan's fucking wife, innit? I bet you. These guys give Rogan more blowies than his own wife. Fucking hell.
Me the bee sting, I call him the Rat King.
Are you Matt Best?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Are you Matt Best?
Yes, how you doing?
Holy shit.
Pleasure. You see that stolen valor? I put that stuff. That was my stolen valor photo fish.
That's like me going, Matt, can I get a picture of them?
That's okay, yeah.
Yo, Brendan's a bit drunk, innit? Brendan's a bit tipsy. You hear his voice? You can tell Brendan's tipsy, innit? Everyone's got that kind of friend. Yeah. Brendan's a bit tipsy, innit? Brendan's a bit drunk. Listen.
Valor, I put that stuff. That was my stolen valor photo fish.
He's a bit drunk, isn't it?
That's like me going.
That was my stolen valor photo fish.
That's like me going.
That was my stolen valor photo fish.
That's like me going. 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 That's like me going, Matt, can I get a picture of him?
He's definitely drunk. He's definitely drunk. Oh. Anyways, big up Black Rifle Company. Big up Brendan Shaw. What a good time to be alive. That was back in the day when things were sweet and things weren't as shitty as they are now. When things weren't as shitty as they are now. Let's fucking move on. Let's move on. Cool. Pick up the stream chat. Please like the stream if you're enjoying this pod or if you're enjoying the stream. Please like it. Liking the stream is a sign of your allyship. So if you like black people and you don't mind niggers, then like the stream. If you don't like niggers, what can I say? What can I say? But if you're an ally, you know what to do. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. If you're an ally, you know what to do. If you don't do it, you know you're a bad person. Anyway, let's continue. So, do you remember I said Brendan was like a Showtime? He had this Showtime show called Below the Belt, and he tried to do sketches and make it a show where it was like, you know, him being a fucking late night show guy. Look at this intro. Look at this intro to one of his shows. Look at this. Look at this. Best of the business. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Shing, 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 shing.
Look how small his piece looks in this thing. So embarrassing, bro. I don't know what kind of comedy this is. I guess it's him trying to be Deadpool.
Taxi. Scene. City noise.
What the
Name's
fuck?
Cool. Dead.
Showtime paid him a lot of money, bro. Gave him writers, a full
This
team,
Deadpool.
studio mics.
Featuring Brendan Shaw.
No, we won't need that. Okay, that was great. Thank you for that.
Imagine.
You think darkness is your ally?
Is that Bane?
Yo, big up Gets Z. Appreciate you.
Do a eulogy in Shawbisms.
I have to do that. And I have to. My showbinisms aren't the best, actually. I've got to start using them more in the stream. I've got to start being more like, you know, direct to my showbisms. My showbisms aren't the greatest at the moment. I have to practice it and come back to you another time. But big up, my G Gets C. Appreciate you, my G.
Yeah.
Oof. Where's the piece? Look at the show. This is part of the show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay. They'll validate.
They went with Ryan Reynolds. That's whatever. It's whatever you like better. But we're both killing it. I guess he's doing that. I'm doing this. Anyways,
Look at the
time now
makeup.
for-
Look at the makeup on his face, bro. He's been caked up, bro. He's got more foundation. He's got more foundation than a fucking house built in fucking Osaka. Alright? Look at the foundation on this, bro. Look at that foundation, bro. He probably went through more foundation in 4 episodes than fucking Rare Beauty sell in the first quarter of the year. Look at him. Look at him. Look at those lips. Plumped up. Abuela eyebrows in full effect. The Tia eyebrows in full effect. The Chica eyebrows in full effect. The Gordo eyebrows in full effect. Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Que asco. Que fucking asco. It doesn't end there, motherfuckers. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there, because check this out. I went through the fucking archives. Check this out. Check out the person uploaded this. Check out. I love them both. No Rushmore. Look, check out this clip.
Powerful Brian Ortega.
Look at the makeup. Look at the makeup, bro. He has been pops. Amazing. He looks amazing.
Featherweight in the world. Now, Max Holloway might have a few things to say about that matchup. They both won in Hawaii. I don't see it happening, though. But good luck to both guys. I love them both.
Both. I love how Brendan was hating on Max from the beginning. And also, I love how he really struggles to read from a teleprompter. I bet they got the fucking thing right up against his face. He still can't read it.
Powerful Brian Ortega, the #1 ranked featherweight in the world. Now, Max Holloway might have a few things to say about that matchup. They both won in Hawaii. I don't see it happening, though.
Undeniably, he looks way more good looking and handsome here than he does now. And I said before, and I'm somebody that has to kind of come to that realization because I have my freak out, weekends where I go a bit crazy. But it's absolutely wild what alcohol can do to you. And the thing about Brendan, he doesn't even do hard drugs like I do, right? He just drinks a bunch. I don't even drink that much. That's why it's a bit bad with me, right? Even though I only do it like, a couple of times a month and shit. But still, Brendan only started drinking alcohol in his mid-30s, really. And look how fucked up his face has got. I know a lot of it has to do with probably shitty plastic surgery. No, I mean shitty cosmetic surgery. A lot of it has to do with poor diet, lack of sleep, non-moisturizing, all that shit, right? But he looks horrendous now. Like, he was actually a good-looking dude. No diddy, no homo. The guy was actually good-looking. And now he looks like a troglodyte. You get me? Legitimately looks like exactly. Big up the Elephant Graveyard. Big up my guy, the Elephant Graveyard. Exactly. Pristine vintage Papa, gorgeous. He actually looked gorgeous back in the day. He actually looked gorgeous, honestly, legit. He might have been able to this version of Brendan maybe could have fucked Kalila. This version of Brendan could have probably given Annie Lederman a drug walk. This version of Brendan could have probably did it. Nowadays, nah, no way. But this version of Brendan, yeah, he had all the fucking itches. Do you know what I mean? He had all the fucking itches, for sure. He was probably running rampant in the Laugh Factory. Giving mad people fucking syphilis and gonorrhea and shit. You get gonorrhea. You get syphilis. You get whatever. You abort. You know what I mean? He was just going through that fucking Laugh Factory ice house. Everyone gets something. You know what I mean? He was giving it to everybody. Big up fucking vintage Brendan laying down fucking pipe. Addies and what? Addies and baddies. You heard that, right? Let's go. Big up BGL wherever you are. Bang your fucking doors. Let's continue. Another one. All white. That is for episode 2 of the Build the Built. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love the Chombie and taking the piss out of what he says back in the day. It was fucking incredible. Look at this clip. Look at this clip.
All right, that's it for episode 2 of Below the Belt. Thank you guys for tuning in. But guess what? Do you guys want to watch?
Jesus, he still does. He's reading the teleprompter, isn't it? Is that what he's doing? His eyes are that. Can't you memorize this short sentence without reading it?
All right,
guess
that's
what?
it for episode 2 of Below the Belt. Thank you guys for tuning in. But guess what? Do you guys want to watch the Showtime fights for free?
He can't even memorize that end bit. Yes,
that's it.
He's squinting so he could see it. He's squinting.
Belt. Thank you guys for tuning in. But guess what?
Tuning in.
You guys want to watch the Showtime?
That's why I say, everyone watching right now, that's why I say, if you have imposter syndrome, you've already lost. If you have imposter syndrome, you've already lost. This motherfucker was getting paid by Showtime to make this shitty show. If he can do it, you can do anything you put your mind to. Yes, I know he had the help of Brian Callen, he had the help of the most important person in media in terms of Joe Rogan, I get it. But Brendan was able to get his lips plumped, his eyebrows plucked, wear nice clothes, have his face fucking beat, right? On fucking camera, doing a fucking show, even though he can barely speak English, right? If he can do it, you can do it too. Don't have imposter syndrome. So if you're working in a bar somewhere, you're not getting paid well, go and ask for a fucking raise. If you're not being respected in your workplace, bang on your fucking manager's door and demand that respect, demand more responsibility. But you can have whatever you put your mind to. Only thing impossible is, things are outside the laws of physics. Anything else underneath that is fucking possible. I don't give a fuck. If he did it, you can do it too. Imposter syndrome. Are you hearing this guy? Thank you for tuning in. Like Toontown. Guess what?
All right, that's it for episode 2 of Below the Belt. Thank
you
you
guys
guys for tuning in. But guess what? Do you guys want to
Guess
watch
what?
the Showtime fight for free?
You hearing that? This motherfucker was born in fucking America. Has 2 degrees, allegedly. Guess what? Thank you for tuning in.
Free. All right, that's it for episode 2 of Below the Belt. Thank you guys for
tuning in.
But guess what?
Guess what?
Do you guys want to watch the Showtime fight for free? All right, that's it for episode 2 of Below the Belt. Thank you guys for tuning in. But guess what? Do you guys want to watch the Showtime fight for free?
Oh, look at he's having to concentrate to say that outro. Look at his eyes. Oh, what a fucking legend. All right, guess what? Thank you for tuning in. Anyway, let's continue. By the way, everyone is tuning in right now. Guess what? thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Big up Billy Bats.
Bean cheese up in this motherfucker.
Big up the bean cheese man them. Oh, my arm's kind of hurting, man. I was doing some heavy push presses today. Heavy fucking push presses. Look at the bicep ripping through the fucking t-shirt. Can you see that? Ripping through the fucking t-shirt. Huh? I'm gonna get fucking Eric Griffin's head and I'm gonna squeeze it into my fucking bicep. I'm gonna get his head and squeeze it into my bicep. And when I push it like that, you know what will come out of it? You know what will fucking come out? Custard. I'll pop that, and all that custard that fucking fuck eats will splurge out of his fucking head. Eric Griffin will just explode, head full of fucking custard. Like a vice. Real nigga shit. Anyway, let's continue. Unpopular opinion here. I think these 3 bits of comedy that I'm going to show you right now should have been included in the Gringo Pappy. I think these 3 bits, I'm going to play all of these bits without interruption. And I want you to tell me if you think this entire run of clips that I play is funnier than the Gringo Pappy in totality, because I think it is. I think these 3 run of bits that Brendan put up on his Instagram are funnier than any joke he told in the Gringo Pappy. Okay? Walk with me here. Don't doubt it until you see it. Walk with me. Let's fucking go. Number 1 clip.
Dana White hates me. For no reason. I did nothing, dude. How dare you? For those of you that don't know, he called me a fucking dummy. And I'm 39 years old. I can't just lay down like, you're right. Like, you can't do that, dude. It's not nice. Why would you get so upset? If my theory on UFC 279 is so outlandish, why so mad, bro? You know,
Funny joke, man. You're so mad.
Too aggressive when he hears people being gay.
Oh, little stumble there.
Driving in your fucking Bronco with all the doors down.
By the way,
like, what's up?
Pre-Ozempic face Bapa looks like he's about to explode. Look at that extra head meat. Look at that extra eyebrow meat he's got there. Pre-Ozempic Bapa used to look like a fucking Savaloy. Do you guys know what a fucking Savaloy is? Do you American motherfuckers know what a fucking Savaloy is? Do you know what that is? Savaloy sausage. That's what Brendan fucking looked like. This shit. Brendan looked like a fucking Savaloy back in the day. Do you guys remember that? You guys don't know what Savaloy is. Big up all my English guys, all my UK men, them stand up. He looked like a fucking Savaloy. Bursting at the fucking rims. Red and fucking bursting.
A lot of ladies in the house tonight.
Big up the ladies in the crew. Big up the ladies. Big up the motherfucking ladies. Big up the ladies that like Savaloys. Big up the ladies that like fucking plumped eyebrows, okay? Big up. But yeah, Brendan used to look like a fucking Savaloy. Big up Ralph I Redact, appreciate you. Raleigh Redact, appreciate you, okay? Appreciate you. Let's continue here. Not that one. Whoopsie. This one, yeah? Yeah, let's go again.
Okay, boys. I'm not getting like, whatever, that's hilarious. And my friend's like, what the fuck, dude? Pull the car over. You alright, man? Jesus Christ, bro. I'm so mad. Wait, he didn't wear a mask all pandemic, right? No variant. He's like, I'm not a mask guy. And then monkeypox is taking out the gays.
Those jeans are skinny, innit? Look at that. Fashionista Brendan with a skinny jean, the boxy oversized t-shirt with a nondescript screen print, right? Look, he spotted a baddie there, by the way. Look at that little pause. He spotted a baddie in the crowd. He's wondering if he should tell BGL to get the number. He spotted a fucking baddie in the crowd somewhere. He saw something. He saw some tits, maybe a penis. He saw something there. By the way, baddies is, gender neutral. Baddies a term. Baddies is basically non-binary. There is no, there's baddies that are dudes and there's baddies that are ladies. All right? Especially in the comedy world. You know how these guys like to swing.
and starts rocking a mask. You know how I know you think dicks are delicious?
Oh, Joe Rogan still. He copied that from Joe Rogan. Get it? That's why it's funny, because Joe Rogan says that. You think dicks are delicious. That's a good little callback from Rogan, who's actually like his stepdad, which is weird because Rogan's only a few years older than him, but Rogan's actually his stepdad. Yeah, so that's the callback.
For the few haters, they're like,
haters.
Dana wearing designer jeans and wearing cool shoes. Look at you, dumbass. I'm like, yeah, bitch. The difference is, I've been a fuckboy since day one. I came out the womb a fuckboy. I was born a sneakerhead. You
get it?
Me?
You get it? You get it? That's the reference to the Batman movie that came out years prior to him doing that special. So it's like a, it's like a callback to a movie that came out years. You get it? Like, I was born in the dark. Yeah.
If mine and Dana's relationship was a movie, it'd be Shawshank Redemption. Listen, he's the evil warden. I'm Andy Dufresne, y'all. I crawled through some shit.
Good voice
to
inflection.
Get away from that, man, and get to where I'm at.
I love the imagery.
Who the fuck roots for the warden in that movie? Fellas, you want to test to see if your girl is ride or die?
Yeah, we're boys, fellas.
Put on Shawshank Redemption. When you watch all the way through, look at your girl and go, what'd you think? If she goes, it was good. I just don't like what happened to the warden, Sociopath. She's a sociopath, okay?
Yeah, true, sociopath.
You can even watch Game of Thrones. If you've never seen it, watch Game of Thrones. Season 1 through 8, right? Binge watch it this week. With
so funny.
1 through 8. When it gets done, you go, man. Some people think it's the greatest TV series of all time.
He's just talking like a podcast. It's so funny.
It was good. I wish the White Walkers won. You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
joke. Yeah.
Serial killer.
You get it?
Serial killer.
Because White Walkers kill. So.
He roots for David White. I'm not mad at him though. I don't give a fuck, dude. Life goes on.
Oof! Look at that glass, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. I took the drinking era of Bapa for granted, because look at that heavy pour. That is just double. That's maybe a triple shot. That might be a triple shot. One ice cube, no mixer. I miss that era, Brendan. Look at his face. He's even drunk there. He's absolutely buzzed. Got the old special fried rice eyes, right? He got the old he's got the old worst pain in your life, right? He's got the worst pain in your life fucking eyes going on there. He's definitely having a good time. Worst pain in your life. Worst pain of your life. But look at that heavy pour. I miss that era, man. Now he's on Ozempic. He doesn't drink at all. So annoying. I hate this version of Brendan. So boring. I missed him when he was coming into shows drunk and slobbering all over the place. But now he doesn't even do that. He's too boring even to do fucking that. It's annoying. Let's continue. Oh, I'm intrigued. I've never clicked, haven't I? Let's continue. Oh, it's not here, is it? Oh, man. I don't think I sorted it properly. Let me see if I can find it. Wait. Actually, I'll include it another time. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's just continue. So, Ozempic face. Talking about Brendan's Ozempic face, right? Do you guys remember this? Or no, talking about Brendan drinking and his face being different. Look at this post. Somebody posted on the Fire Naked Stop about Brendan's Ozempic face, which is, I'm still having a hard time understanding why he's lying about this. Because we all know the guy. We've watched enough content of his, whether it's through my streams, the show itself, other channels that you guys watch. Like, you've seen enough Brendan content out there. You know that he's always been, he's tried every diet under the sun. Obviously not correctly, but he's tried. He's never been successful in losing weight. And suddenly Ozempic comes around and he literally is half the size and he's not drinking anymore. If you know anything about Ozempic, one of the side effects is that, it kind of cuts all other cravings and addictions that you might have. One of the unintended side effects of it. So it's weird he's not admitting, because everybody's kind of admitting they're on it. loads of A-list quote unquote stars are doing it. Oprah did a whole show talking about Ozempic, and I think she basically, withdrew herself from the board of like, what's that losing weight thing she's got. So everybody's admitted it, but he just refuses to admit that he's on Ozempic. It's so strange. You're clearly on it, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is a post. It says, despite all the buzz around Ozempic, some people may see a downside to the medication called Ozempic face. In January interview with Business Insider, cosmetic dermatologist Dr. Paul Jared Frank said he coined the term after repeatedly seeing patients with thin, gaunt faces. Frank said that Ozempic face could be caused by losing a lot of fat quickly, causing one's face to sag. The most common practice in patients who are 40 and older whose skin is loosening elasticity is more prone to sagging. So if you do Ozempic when you're younger, it's actually better for you because it doesn't look like, you don't look as saggy. I think a combination of age and rapidity of weight loss is what's causing what I call Ozempic face. When you meet somebody who you haven't saw in a long time and they've lost a lot of weight, particularly in that area, it's kind of like a telltale sign. Wow. God damn. Again, admit you got Ozempic. It's not a big deal, Brendan. It's not a fucking big deal. We all know you did it. It's all good, brother. It's all fucking good. Let's continue on here. Oh yeah, look, this is cool. So have you guys seen this clip? He's losing his mind. This is a pretty good one. Have you guys seen this? This is from the Shorb Show. So Brendan is now trying to say that he called the Holloway knockout of Justin Gaethje, which is wild because I don't think I called it either. I think I said Gaethje would win. I actually said Gaethje would win by a knockout. I think I said Gaethje would win by a head kick, but obviously Gaethje ended up losing at the end. He got beaten up pretty badly, and obviously what makes the win even more badass for Holloway is that he was winning on points, but then he still went into that last round, ready to bang and just throw down. And obviously he ended up winning that exchange with just fucking haymakers, which is really the pinnacle. That is quintessentially what the fucking BMF belt is about, right? Like going out on your fucking sword. Even though he was winning on points, he still went for the fucking jugular. Like Max Holloway is forever goated. Justin Gaethje is still goated, but Max Holloway is still forever goated. Absolutely fucking G. An amazing fucking fight. I actually wish I watched that on fucking live stream. So, this is an interesting little about turn of face with Brendan. Now trying to convince us that he always had Holloway winning. Listen to how he does it though.
What Max Holloway did, called it. What Max Holloway did, called it. Called it. What's crazy about this fight, called it. What's crazy about this fucking fight, it's not better than UFC 100. It's just not.
Why is he saying this?
And then what Alex and Jamal Hill called it. Alex and Jamal called it. Coffin.
Is this like a new thing? Is this like a new persona he's trying to put on? Or is he trying to ramp up the sponsors, maybe add to the virality of the show, get more clips? What is this? Can someone tell me what this is? In a weird way, I don't mind it. At least he's trying to make the show more entertaining, to make it more fun, to ingest a bit of, energy. Because usually he is so tired. He just woke up. He just took his kids to school, went on a school run. He comes straight into the fucking office and he's not even woken. He's clearly not a morning person, in my opinion. I don't think Brandon's a morning person, but he forces himself to be a morning person because he wants to kind of be rise and grind type of guy, blah, blah, blah. But he's not a morning person. He probably needs a couple of hours to get really started, maybe a couple of coffees, maybe some addies and something else to get really going. He does it anyway, and then look what happens. He ends up getting a mediocre show. So I think maybe he's trying to inject more of it. Maybe that's what the sponsors are asking for. Maybe his manager told him, hey, Lex said, hey, come on, let's ramp up the fucking theatrics. But it's a strange little thing to be doing. What is that? Because he didn't call it, by the way. Yo, big up Joel from MIA. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, brother. Make sure you like the stream. But yeah, he didn't call it, by the way. Because listen, look at this next clip. He did not fucking call it. Look at this next clip, okay? This proves that he didn't fucking call it, okay? Look at this next clip. Don't forget what Bapa was saying before he switched up and picked Max last minute. Exactly. Listen to what he said, actually. Listen to what he said, because he didn't call it. This is him saying, this is his prediction before UFC 300. By the way, I'm already frustrated because the mustache is absolutely uneven once again. The right hand side is longer than the left hand side once again. I don't know why he can't fucking just get that right side clipped and let it to be lined up as, I don't know, whatever. It fucking drives me insane, but we continue.
This is where the UFC fucked up. And you can see it with the placement of certain fights on UFC 300. The UFC fucked up. They're too big, they're too fancy now. They're not paying attention to details. And
Brendan saying somebody's not paying attention to the details is hilarious. Brendan is opposite of detail orientated. He is Mr. Just Go. There's nothing about him that screams detail. Everything is about just go, just go, just go. That's his fucking motto. And he's talking about details. He's such a weird hater of the UFC. It's so bizarre how much he hates the UFC, but then how much he talks about it and how much he covers it. It's like, if you hate it so much, go cover fucking, I don't know, one championship or something, or, you know, bare knuckle fighting or something. Like, why are you fucking crying about this and acting like you could do a better job than fucking Dana White and everybody else over there? You couldn't. Please, come on, bro. You can barely keep Thick Boy alive. Like, let's be real.
UFC 300 would show you this. They stacked 298. They stacked 299. And 300, which they should have been planning for a year ago, was a buy.
They should have been planning for a year ago. You mean they should have been planning a year ago? How does this nigga get 2 degrees? Honestly, English is first language. No wonder he can't even. No wonder he's not even trying to learn to speak Spanish, because he can't even speak fucking English. Why would you try and learn Spanish if you can barely speak your mother tongue? Wild.
Byproduct, and they're scrambling. They're scrambling to get things done.
I never understood the problem with UFC 300 lineup, or, you know, the card not being a blockbuster, because I thought all the fights were amazing from the prelims all the way to the fucking main card. That was a great card, and it's a accumulation of cards: 298, 299, and 300, all bangers. I don't see the issue. Like, you know, fighters have to rest. You can't. Not everyone's fit at the same time. Some people might get injured. Like, I don't understand the issue. Yes, the flyer was a bit whatever, but as a production, as a show, it was fucking amazing. Like, it was really fucking good.
It showed Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje makes no fucking sense.
Yo, big up, big up, big up.
Chin, on the other hand, claims to be an attention to detail Andy like myself. But as I said the other day, get a damn comb or twist his stash down yourself, bro.
Exactly. Yo, big up NJ Ranger, always coming with the truth bombs. Oh mate, honestly. But big up NJ Ranger. Exactly. To be fair, I don't think, you know what, thinking about it, I think to be fair to Chin, that kind of job, you can't really be detail oriented anyway. You kind of have to just go as Brendan does. You kind of just have to get on with it, because no one's really checking the details. You're going to be worrying about shit that no one's worrying about, you know? Just get the show up, make sure the mics are working, the camera's on. That's basically it, you know? They don't really do much apart from that. So, you know. By the way, how many cans of rain do you need in the office to prove that you're sponsored by them? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cans of shitty rain energy drink. God almighty.
Sense. Nobody's asking for it. Everyone loves Max Holloway. He's probably going to get destroyed. We don't want to see it. What's it do for the division? It moves nobody forward. Everyone stays lukewarm on it. Max Holloway, by all means, should be the guy fighting Topuria next. That's a huge fucking feather in Topuria's cap.
By the way, look at how dumb this guy is. The fight goes amazing, right? Either way, the fight was going to go amazing, but the fight does go amazingly well. Now we've got insane footage of Max Holloway sparking Gaethje right at the fucking last second of the final round when he was already winning on points. He was going swinging and banging in the middle of the octagon. He knocks out Gaethje in spectacular fashion. Gaethje lands face first in the canvas with that amazing picture of fucking Max Holloway flexing, right? Literally, that shit belongs in the fucking Louvre, right? That shit belongs in the fucking, you know, in the White Cube here in fucking Bermondsey in London. That shit is contemporary art. That is fucking amazing picture. And then you have a video footage of Ilia Topuria in the crowd watching that and looking kind of scared. looking kind of starstruck. So it worked out perfectly. Now you have the perfect setup for this fight coming up next against, you know, Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria. You have this perfect setup because we have this BMF fight. That kind of doesn't mean anything, but this set up the next fight. So what he's saying is completely redacted because he was thinking so short-sighted. The UFC obviously were thinking a little bit further down the line of like, okay, if Max wins in spectacular fashion or in any fashion, it sets up perfectly in this next fight. But he didn't know that at that time. But he thinks he's the best brains in the business. Press X for doubt.
Yep. Okay, Max goes out there and gets so much brain damage from Justin, the murderer Gaethje. That's out the window.
Oh, you see? He thought Gaethje would win. Now he's trying to call it like he said Max would win. By the way, listen to this clip again. This is what he said.
What
Max after the fight.
Holloway did. Called it. What Max Holloway did. Called it. What Max called it.
You didn't call it though. You didn't call it. You said Gaethje would win. Kind of. Insinuating. Again, Finster to Brendan, by the way. Not really committing to anything. But he kind of did say. He kind of intimated that he thought Gaethje would win.
So Max Holloway's not an option. Okay, so I guess we're going to do the winner of Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. Yair in Spain, that makes sense. Spanish speaking. We just saw Yair get absolutely destroyed by Volkanovski. Okay. Max Holloway was the choice, but they didn't plan it out. They fucked up.
I love how he thinks the UFC don't plan out their cards ahead of time. It's fucking hilarious.
Max Holloway's your choice.
He doesn't even plan out his shows. He doesn't even read through the fucking... He doesn't even check the cards before he records the show. He doesn't even check the last fights of the fighters to kind of give a nuance or interesting take on what's happening. Just repeats fucking Luke Thomas, Brett, you know, talking points mixed with a bit of Ariel Helwani in there. Hilarious guy talking about preparation.
That should be the next guy. But he's on UFC 300 fighting a fight that makes no sense for anybody.
A fight that makes no sense for everybody. But he said this after the fight.
What Max Holloway did. Called it. What Max Holloway did. Called it.
No,
what Max called it.
It makes no sense for anybody. Is that what he said, right?
But he's on UFC 300 fighting a fight that makes no sense for anybody. They panicked. They
didn't call it. Oh, I love how wrong he is. It's almost impressive how lacking in like knowledge, insight, nuance, perspective Brendan has, despite being a former professional fighter. Like, we can take the piss. You know what? Brendan's actually more successful in fighting than he has ever been in comedy, most likely. You could say he's actually a legit fighter. Yes, he fought early when UFC wasn't really at its peak. He didn't have a great caliber of heavyweights, whatever. He still was able to make it as a professional UFC fucking fighter. The fact that he fought in the octagon, went through camps, learned how to do jiu-jitsu, learned how to fight, grapple, box, whatever. Not kick, because he didn't really, kick really, but striking, whatever. And he doesn't have any knowledge of, and you know what's really weird too, by the way? Let's just rewind it back a bit. Usually, I found, I don't know about you guys, but if you get into martial arts, combat sports later on in life, and you weren't really athletic, you usually have very good knowledge of the fundamentals, because you're having to teach yourself as an adult or as a young man. Because some people start fighting when they're like 10 or something, right? But some people like myself, you get into it like in your early 20s and shit. And by that time, you're super stiff, you're uncoordinated. You have to learn so much shit. How to fucking breathe and follow through your punches, turn your fucking hip, all this nonsense, right? You have to do all these cues. But usually that makes you more knowledgeable of fighting because you've had to learn the basics from scratch. So you'd think Brendan would be a little bit more knowledgeable because he had to learn, pretty late in life how to fight. And he did it at the highest level. But it's actually the opposite. He has no understanding of it whatsoever. So there's YouTubers online who legitimately probably couldn't throw a punch in anger, that are way more knowledgeable about the sport, even though they've never done it. That's proof to you, or to me, for everybody out there, preaching to the fucking choir. That's why pundits don't really matter, really. People will say pundits have... No, they don't, bro. No, they don't. Like, just because you played the sport, just because you did the sport professionally, doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. Brendan's a clear example of it. He did it at the highest level, and he's like, you know, he's worse than somebody. He's worse than a casual, because people say, "Oh, casual is an insult." He's worse than a casual. Most casuals have a understanding of like a fighter's, you know, pros and weaknesses. Big up Asada C's, appreciate you.
He was a young athlete who was fighting heavyweight. Greg Hardy with jiu-jitsu. This man was never a martial artist or introspective in any facet.
Exactly, Assad. Exactly, Assad. That's very, 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 very true. And I think I'm realizing it now. Because I think before I was like always perplexed. Like, why is he so lacking in not like, why does he doesn't understand anything about really fighting, really. He has weird predictions. His insights are all over the place. He doesn't really have any interesting hot takes, because usually as a fighter you have another view of things, because you've been in the octagon, you've been through training camps, right? You've been injured, you've got knocked out. But him, it's like, big up.
Bean cheese, 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 bean cheese.
I had to work the fucking wrist there, man. The forearm is fucking flexing there. The forearm is fucking flexing. Big up Wingus McDingus, appreciate you. Wagwan Wingus McDingus, thank you for joining us, brother. Make sure you like the stream. Appreciate you. But yeah, big up everybody. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Look, I'm not here to judge. I didn't fight. I didn't know anything, okay? I didn't know anything. Yeah, exactly. Get super set. Exactly. Big up Assad. Oh, I don't know. And big up Jared Melarek too. I appreciate you. Big up. Hope you're well, my friend. Let's continue with the fucking stream. Let's fucking go. Called it. Oh yeah, this is another called it. Big up the person that made this. This is really good. Look at the first comment. Look at the first comment. Big up Sharp Bake 4826. I truly despise this bastard. After I thought that came straight from this gut. I truly despise this bastard. Bastardo, what's it name? El Brown. How do you say brown in Spanish? What's brown in Spanish? I don't know what I know black is negro, right? What's brown in Spanish? What is it? Okay, el marrón. No, el bastardo marrón, right? Is that what it said? El bastardo marrón. Let's see. Is it El? Let's switch. Is it el bastardo? El bastardo marrón. Yeah. El grande bastardo marrón. That's Bapa now.
The big brown bastard. El grande bastardo marron.
Oh, that's good. Sorry.
El gran bastardo marrón.
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 Yeah, that's his new name. That's his new fucking name. El gran bastardo marrón. Oh, big up the fucking, big up the Google Translate fucking Spanish. We fucking love to see it, right? Let's continue. Let's fucking continue here. Let's fucking go. Called it. Let's see. This is another called it, right? Another fucking called it. Let's see this called it.
This time I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I gotta be home more. I'm gonna pull back from touring so much. Called it.
Got some sad news. I'm gonna be taking a step back from being on King and the Sting.
Called it. You just gotta handle some shit, brother. There's a bigger thing for you out there.
Let's go, Chabot.
Called it.
Called it.
Don't go to the bathroom there because you piss in the sink.
What?
They said that you said this out loud.
Wait,
Does he piss in the sink
don't
here?
go to, I've done it maybe once. Oh, called it.
Finding it? What do you mean? Snapchat goes away, right? How they?
He probably saved it. You can screen record, take screenshots.
Wow.
You gotta know that that's gonna happen.
God. Oh my God.
Some people do some crazy shit.
This is so
Call
good.
it.
This is so good.
Brendan needs a handler. Do I?
No. Oh my God. Hey, Mark Wigsky, you fucking killed it. That is pretty amazing. I'm going to play it one more time. This time full screen. Oh my fucking God, that was good. Oh my fucking God.
This time I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I gotta be home more. I'm gonna pull back from touring so much.
Called it. Called it.
Got some sad news. I'm going to be taking a step back from being on King and the Sting.
Called it.
You just gotta handle some shit, brother. You know, there's a bigger thing for you out there. You know.
Let's go, Chabot. Called it.
Don't go to the bathroom there because you piss in the sink.
What?
They said that you said this out loud.
Wait,
Does he piss in the sink
don't
here?
go to, I've done it maybe once.
Oh, called it.
Finding it? What do you mean? Snapchat goes away, right? How they?
He probably saved it. You can screen record, take screenshots.
Wow.
You got to know that that's gonna happen. Some people do some crazy shit.
Called it.
Coffin. Brendan needs a handler.
Do I?
Do I?
Oh, honestly, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm sorry, that was fucking brilliant, man. Big up who fucking made it. Big up you. Hey, Mark Wigsky. That was absolutely fantastic. That's what it is to be a fucking homeless cat. That was fucking production values. Top value there. Top value. The only correction I'd make if I was going to make it is I'd catalogue all the big mistakes from the beginning to the end. Especially the big calls. Like, because there's a few, like, especially these guys you guys on stream have called out from the beginning, like, got it. That'd be fucking incredible to fucking put out. But anyway, let's continue. Big up. Let's see this one. Bapa look. Oh, this is a good one. This is when Brendan. Okay, so there was a time, right? Let's actually get this. Where's this picture? Look at this picture, right? So there was a time when Bapa was trying to become like an E-star, right? I don't know if you guys remember this era. There was an era when Bapa was on this show that was almost like The View, but for like guys. Do you remember this era, guys? Do you remember this? I forgot what the show was called, but it was a show that he was doing. It was like a roundtable thing, and they would like gossip about TV shows and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I remember watching episodes of this and clips of it. Brendan was actually really good on this. Oddly enough, because that's the thing. He's actually really into this stuff. Like, he loves watching like shitty TV, like 90 Day Fiance, all this other shit, right? He's really into it. So he actually did really well because he was actually knowledgeable, because he watches this stuff like actively. He's not on his phone distracted. He's not like, you know, regurgitating other people's opinions. He actually watches it. So the funny thing is, I have a feeling if he actually did a podcast, because I'm sure there's some that exist out there. I'm sure there's a podcast with like dudes who review like Real Housewives, right? Kind of like from a straight dude's perspective. Like, I'm a bro and I like Real Housewives. Here's my respect. I'm sure that exists. I think if Brendan would have done that in the beginning, like a pod based on that, he would have probably been pretty successful at it. He would have probably did pretty well for himself, carving that niche. Like, I know I look like a bro, I know I look like a meathead, but I'm actually into all this, like 90 Day Fiance. I'm into fucking, you know, Married Abroad or whatever. I'm into all this. Like, he would have done pretty well if he did that, because he was actually good on this. I'm not gonna lie, he was actually pretty good. He came across quite eloquently. He was quite eloquent when he was speaking. He came across quite charismatic. He was actually likable. I'm not gonna lie, I know it's weird to say this, but Brendan was actually a good fit for the show, and I'm surprised. I think the show got cancelled. I don't think he got dropped. I think he got cancelled, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong in my lore, but I think the show didn't get renewed. But it was like The View for like guys. Here's a clip from it, right? This is an old clip. Somebody posted. I don't know who this Kelly woman is, but Brendan's probably giving her the drug walking looks. Look at the makeup on his face. Look at the makeup. Look at the makeup, bro. He looks fucking. His face looks beat, as the girls and the gays will say. His face looks fucking beat.
Kelly, how did you get into Bravo? What are some of your early memories?
Okay, so Anderson Cooper said, have you seen these shows that Andy's created called The Real Housewives? And then about a week later, my daughter and I both get strep throat. We watch.
Oh, that's the guy that got COVID early on, you remember? That's the guy that got COVID, one of the first comedians to get COVID, and he nearly died. And Rogan kept talking about it. Do you remember? I don't know his name. He's one of the comedians that first got COVID during the early days, and Rogan wouldn't fucking shut up about it. Like, gives a fuck if this nigga dies, man.
A marathon of the OC. And I mean the OG of the OC.
Of course. Which Bravo couple, though, do you and Mark identify with most?
It's so funny.
Hey, Brendan was paying close attention to it. Let's go look back there. Look at Brendan. Look at Brendan. You have hungry eyes there. Jesus Christ, Bapa. Bapa with the hungriest of eyes. Jesus. You're looking at her like a new pair of like a new fresh pair of sneakers. Like a new Kibitech suspension, huh? Like a new fucking exhaust. Look at that. Those are some eyes. You want some of that Kelly Mama meat, innit, huh? Some of that mum next door meat, eh? Let's go.
Of course. Which Bravo couple, though, do you and Mark identify with most?
It's so funny. Everybody says that we're Tamara and Eddie because Mark looks like Eddie and I aspire to look like Tamara. But Mark's not allowing me to go to Mexico on a girls' trip.
No.
And he's certainly not allowing.
Look at the fake laughs, man. I love Hollywood. There's nothing that she said was that funny. Look how wide his mouth is open. That's a fucking pro. That man is a fucking professional. Because that looks sincere. Look, he's even smiling with his eyes. That looks real. That's a fucking professional. That's a fucking pro right there. When his cameras are on. Hello and welcome back to Guys Talk About Shitty TV Shows. I'm your host, your enthusiastic host, your lovely host, your guy that's happy to be here. Happy smiley white guy. So, in news about reality TV shows, did you hear about the woman in Real Housewives fucking, quitting because she had a bit of a, hissy fit with some of the girls? I'll tell you this after the break. Like, they are loving it, bro. Look at that mouth. Look at him. Wow. This is what it means to be a professional. I admire this.
Not allowing me to dive into a hot tub naked.
Look at that mouth. Hasn't closed the whole time she's been speaking. That's a fucking pro. I admire this level of professionalism. He is getting the bills paid. The kids are going to private school. The car note is getting paid. The mortgage is getting paid. The ski trips are getting paid. Good job. Big up Assad.
3 seconds and Bapa trying to go Baha mode in her.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Bapa trying to go Baha. This body's a 4x4. There's no on switch for my 4x4, girl. Let me flip your truck. You can roll inside my cage. And by me cage, I mean around my dick. Yeah, let's continue.
We've been talking about hall passes. Before you got to talking about hall passes. Do you and Mark have any Bravo hall passes?
Bro, look at how Bapa enunciated and pronounces the things he said there. That was look, they're actually proud of him. Look at the eyes. He said that without even missing or mispronouncing anything. Listen. That's the most eloquent I've ever heard Brendan.
We've been talking about hall passes. Before you got to talking about hall passes. Do you and Mark have any
hall passes?
It's so funny.
He's pronouncing it. We were talking about hall passes. Right, boys? Right, boys? Yes. What's up, Dallas? Anyway, do you have any hall passes? Oh my god, you got a hall pass? You could have my hall pass, baby. I'll tell you what, yes. Like, he's actually pronouncing things. Hall passes. We were talking about hall passes. Yes, girl. Slay, Brendan.
Funny because
Look at that. That is hungry eyes, hungry face. He wants to fucking get down on his knees right now, spread her legs open, just. He wants to go fucking Kobayashi on that fucking yash. You can feel it. Look, he's fucking yee. He's vibrating, isn't it? He's fucking vibrating. He's probably follows on Instagram. I bet you he follows on Instagram. I'm not gonna check, but I bet he does.
I always ask Mark, who's your hall pass? And he always says, I don't have one. Don't go. He always says, don't go into that.
Lying.
But he is lying. I think we both have Cynthia Bailey as our hall pass.
I love it. I love how she just took out all of the horniness out of it by not mentioning a dude. Brendan wanted it to be a guy, so he could say like, you know, I love how she read this. She read what was going on there. She could feel the boner, you know, vibrating from underneath the table. She's like, let's just say a woman for both of us. Just killed it. I'm with the bros. You guys are all my brothers. You're all friend zoned. None of you are getting this fucking blonde yash, all right?
I think we just find her absolutely mesmerizing. I can't take my eyes off her. She's elegant and
Look at Brendan getting upset. Brendan got upset. Look, Brendan got upset. Look at the rejection. Brendan got upset. Bitch, you're fucking ugly anyway. You're not even that good looking. Look at that. Brendan got upset. He recoiled. He gave a little sassy bob. Look at that. Look at Brendan. Upset. She didn't mention a guy, so you can clock onto it. Look.
she's elegant and she's off her. She's elegant and she's off her. She's elegant.
He backs away. Look at her. Now he's looking down at her. Fucking bitch. I'll take you to the Black Rifle coffee. I'll take you to the Black Rifle, what you call it? You know, gun range and knock your head off your fucking shoulders. By the way, look at the fucking mustache. Look at the mustache. Look at the mustache, brothers and sisters. It's even. You see, when he was getting paid by Bravo, when he was employed by Bravo, the makeup team, they sorted out his beard and they lined up his mustache. Look at that. It's symmetrical, you fuckers. You see? They see what I see. They see what you see. That's the only time Brendan's mustache was symmetrical, when he was working at Bravo. Oh my God. Oh my God. His mustache was symmetrical only when he was working at Bravo. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And she's like a boss lady. I dig her. I don't know. I love you.
Yeah. Oh, I love how he wanted that to be a horny moment. It didn't turn out to be. But bring up Bapa, man. Bapa had everything handed to him, innit, man? He was on Bravo as a former fighter, just talking about gossip shit. Like he had it good, bro. He had it fucking good. And he fucked it all up. Cautionary tale, I think, for all of us out there. Don't get too gassed. Always be humble. Always be learning. And if anything, you know what? Even if you get given the easy option out, sometimes take the hard route. I think that might be an option. You know that? Even if somebody gives you the easy way, sometimes take the hard route, because sometimes along that journey, you end up appreciating more when you do end up achieving what you wanted to achieve. Maybe there is some truth, because Brendan always says, oh, if anybody was to get offered what I got offered from Showtime, they wouldn't turn it down. Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe he's right. Maybe if we all got given the chance to have our own shows and whatever, it's hard to turn it down. But I don't know. There's part of me that also thinks he just took his foot off the pedal. He just didn't really try. He didn't really try to improve or get better. He just was trying to go through the motions. He thought all you could do is just turn up and you'll be okay. Nah, bro. You have to keep practicing, getting better, improving. The competition keeps improving. Keep yourself, you know what I mean? Because this guy here is a pro. I don't know who this guy is, but I think he's famous. This guy on the left here, that's a fucking pro. Look at how engaged and animated he is and expressive he is. He's giving you all his attention. He's staring directly at you. You know what I mean? Like, that's a fucking pro. He's probably always booked and busy, this guy. I bet you he's always booked and busy. So that's what you have to fucking do. So, yeah. Brendan fucked it all up. But again, are we surprised? We're not surprised. I think he'd be surprised, but we're not surprised. That's the fucking truth of it. Let's continue. There's another clip from the same show. Real quick, was Big Brown casted as a power bottom in this gossiping gay quartet? This is the funny title, man. Jesus, big up the fucking Frighten the Kids subreddit, guys. This is amazing. Let's see this one. What's this one about?
Now, Gina, one of our faves, Gina, is feeling like Shannon is not welcoming her with open arms. Shannon has been known for this a little bit. Dave, does new girl Gina deserve to have the red carpet rolled out for her?
I am literally trying so hard to be nice and become friends with Shannon. This is honestly delicious.
Oh, good. You guys want to go sit down?
Just ask me how my day was. You know, you don't got to ask me my social security number.
Well, I don't think a simple.
Am I the only person that's surprised that this show didn't work out? I know it's really lame. I don't watch any of these shows, but I'm sure there's a market for like people to watch guys talk about these shows as apart from like girls and gay guys. It must exist, right? There must be, or do only girls and gay guys like to watch this type of stuff? I'm sure there's loads of straight dudes that like watching this type of show, right? They must exist. There must be quite a few of them because these shows are on TV. It can't just be women and gay guys keeping these shows on TV. It must be a huge percentage of people also watching it. So I'm surprised that there wasn't a market for this type of shit. Like maybe I'm being dumb. Again, maybe I'm being dumb. I don't know about the American TV and reality stuff too much, but I think this should have been more successful than what it was. You know, it should have been more successful.
Politeness is a red carpet. You know, there's something in between. There's just simple respect that you pay to somebody that you're meeting for the first time. Hi, how are you?
Okay, big up Assad. As a heterosexual man, I don't know why the show this would exist. Are there any dudes in this chat who would watch this anyway? Oh, big up Josie. That's guy. Who's that guy? His name's Jerry O'Connell. Big up Josie. Appreciate you. Always a fucking star. Jerry O'Connell. Who the fuck is this? Okay, look at his face. He looks like he's... Of course, bro. Look at that. This person's been on TV since... Oh my God. He's actually a legit fucking star. Jerry O'Connell is an American actor and television host. He's known for his role as Quinn Mallory in TV series Sliders. Is that a sci-fi? I remember this show, yeah. So I thought I remember him from somewhere. Andrew Clements in My Secret Identity, Vern Tesso in the film Stand By Me, Joe in Joe's Apartment, Frank Cushman in Jerry Maguire. He was in Jerry Maguire. He was in Scream 2, Tomcats, Kangaroo Jack, Crossing Jordan, something called Piranha 3D, and co-host of The Talk. And host, what's that? Is that The Talk, the one that Brendan was on? Was that the one? I think that was that the one? No, that wasn't. This is another show. Cool. Early lives. Connor was born in Manhattan, son of Linda. He's half Irish, half quarter Italian and Polish. Connor began his career as a child. He did adverts for Duncan Hines cookies. Shortly after that, he turning 11, he landed a feature film in Vern Tesso's Rob Reiner, Scream 2, Kangaroo Jack. Look at his fucking credits, bro. He's been in... Yeah, okay, Josie was right. He's been in movies since the 80s. He's been on TV since the 80s. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's why he's a pro. That's why he was fucking... His mouth was open. His eyes looked like he was actually smiling. Like, wow. That's a fucking talent. I don't fucking care. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at all these shows he's done. Whoa. The Talk is still on, by the way. So it wasn't The Talk. Wow. Amazing. Drunk History. We Are Men. Wow. And who's he married to? Who's his wife? Jerry O'Connell's wife, Rebecca Rumigin. And who is she? Rebecca Rumigin, American actress and a former model. Let's see what she looks like. Well, go on, Rebecca Rumigin. Where's that name come from? Let's see what she looked like. Let's see when she was a bad bee. Hey, hello. Leg for days, smiling, looking happy. Jesus Christus. Okay, fair play. Fair play. Do they have Nepo babies? Do they have Nepo babies? Let's see if they have Nepo babies. What are the Nepo babies doing? Do they have children? Okay, two, but don't say their names, unfortunately. I think they're probably private, right? Okay, cool. Just two. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, okay, big up Josie. Appreciate that information. Appreciate you. That's fucking incredible. What a fucking pro. What a fucking pro. What a fucking pro. Kelly, that's the one, yeah. So, is anybody in the stream chat surprised that this show didn't work out? Is anybody surprised that this show didn't work out? Or am I the only one? Because I thought this show could have been successful because I think there must be a population of straight guys that enjoy this shit. There must be.
Hey, let's get to know each other.
However, hashtag no new friends. I can't just let everybody into the circle.
You get that, no new friends? That's fucking Drake's line. How about hashtag no new Brendan, man? Hashtag no new. You're a stand-up comedian. You got to know anyway. But look hear how eloquent Brendan sounds here compared to how he sounds on the podcast. He was actually trying really hard.
to know each other.
However, hashtag no new friends. Like, you can't just let everybody into the circle.
Yeah.
You got to put a little bit of a barrier.
Well, I don't think Gina's really worried about Shannon because we all know OG, OC, Vicky. If Vicky doesn't like you by the end of the season, you're not coming back.
The only thing I don't like about this show, maybe it's because who the fuck is that in the background? I don't know. The only thing I don't like about this show, why are they all kind of like acting a little bit effeminate? Just because you watch like bitch-made TV doesn't mean you have to act like one. Why is that? Are they purposely all camping themselves up? Like, why are they all sounding like that? Especially, let me tell you about OC. Like, what is this? What's going on here? Why are they all putting on a gay voice? Just talk about the show normally. Can't you talk about women-based shows without sounding like one? Is that possible?
Yeah. You got to put a little bit of a barrier.
Well, I don't think Gina's really worried about Shannon because we all know OG, OC, Vicky. If Vicky doesn't like you by the end of the season, you're not coming back. So you need to know Vicky more than Shannon.
I don't know that that's going to be true this season.
I don't know. I know I'm pushing this too much, but I think there's a market for like Barstool Sports type of dudes, right? The ones that would run away if they saw gay guys kissing, those type of dudes. To do like a show about Real Housewives, I think that would be pretty successful. There's some guys out there that must watch the show. Look how he's looking at that guy. He reminds me of Nick Swardson, isn't it? He's getting flashbacks of Nick Swardson. Look how he's staring at him. He doesn't like him at all. He's giving him weird looks.
No.
Oh, Gina.
Okay, Wingus McDingus says there really isn't AZ. Okay, cool. I think you could tell if I was running Showtime, I would definitely make it bankrupt. I would definitely, if I was running CBS, it would definitely go under. If I was running Fox, I'll be like pitching a show. Okay, it's a show where you get 7 hood dudes and you get them to review episodes of like Below the Deck. You get these 7 hood dudes who can't swim to review episodes of Below the Deck. I'll keep renewing it every season and wondering why no one's watching my channel.
Gina's the best. I love
Gina's great. Yeah, Gina's here to stay.
Speaking of new girls, Brendan, who are some of your favorite new housewives?
I don't think it's...
Look at the face, bro. Honestly. When have you ever seen Brenda's, it's not perfectly matched lined up, but when have you ever seen Brenda's mustache look like this? It actually looks kind of lined up. Look, they've been following the line because it depends. Sometimes you like want the line to follow the crease of your mouth here, but I guess they went for this crease there, the corner. Look at that. They made the perfect V on his lips, on his mustache. This actually looks like he actually looks well put together. He looks good looking. He looks handsome. Who believe he actually looks handsome? He actually looks handsome. Wow. When those Bravo checks were cutting, they were beating up his face, probably gave him a wardrobe, budget, a stylist, and he pissed it all away. What happened to me? Did I get cut off? He pissed it all away.
It's going to surprise anybody. I'm obviously going with the Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 3, Tamra Judge.
Classic.
Hey, by the way, look at everybody in the stream chat trying to call me gay because I'm admiring how good looking Brendan was in the past. I'm just comparing it to how much of a troglodyte he looks like in the present. You can point out somebody's attractiveness without, suggesting that you might be playing for the other side. It doesn't really matter, really. You're able to call stuff out as you see it. Come on, guys. Let's be mature. Let's be grown-ups. Let's be progressive, okay? Let's just say if a boy is ugly or cute, we can say it without it sounding like we want to tongue them down, all right, lads? Come on. Let's all grow up a bit, all right? Come on, boys. All right, let's go back to our rooms and fuck each other.
You guys think she's an original, but she's not. She's not. Season 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Labeled herself as the hottest housewife.
Wingus McDingus, no, I refuse to be grown up and mature. You know what? I respect that pig-headedness. I expect that. I expect that pure stubbornness. I refuse. I will not be progressive. I will not be open-minded. No.
Wife in Orange County,
and then she made friends immediately with Vicky, and I think that's why she's lasted so long. It was a smart, calculated move.
I like it, Brendan, but let's go to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Miss Erica Jane.
Okay, Michael Yo is really gaying it up, innit? Calm down, Michael Yo. What the fuck is he doing?
She entered on season 6. She's been there for 3 years, and she took over the show. She came.
Oh, he's reading his notes too, obviously. Michael Yo, you don't seem natural. Look at him reading his notes. Oh, bless him. That wasn't good.
Like it, Brendan, but let's go to
Looking
the Real
down.
Housewives of Beverly Hills, Miss Erica Jane.
Look down again. You look down
She
again.
entered on season 6.
Look
She's
down
been
again.
there for 3 years, and she took over
Look
the
down
show.
again.
She came, she saw, she conquered. Bow down. All right.
Yuck. If I had to pay my bills like that, pretending to be into this, like, if you're into it, fair enough. But if you have to, like, you know, pretend to be this other person, if you have to unlock this fucking other character inside yourself to, like, nah, no thank you. It has to be in my presence, you know? Yeah. Oh, really? Michael Yo hooked up or almost hooked up with Khloe Kardashian? Wow. Yeah, if that was me, I would have bust inside of Khloe, mate. Got myself a nice fucking Kinder Bueno baby and just cashed out. If that was me and I got the chance, I would have bust all type of loads in there. Got that Kinder Bueno baby and just like be chilling somewhere. Yeah. Big up, just see how I mean. Hey, I'm not too fucking, you know, proud to be a house husband. Fuck that shit. You know, fly me out, bitch. Big up Assad.
Look how sad Bala looked when this dude cut him off. Bean cheese, bean cheese, bean cheese.
Oh, big up Wingus, big up Wingus, big up everybody, big up everybody, big up everybody, big up Wingus. Appreciate you. The bean cheese have been fucking in full effect today, innit? A lot of bean cheeses today. You guys are making my arms sore, man. Big up Wingus. Oh, no, big up Assad now.
Bapa fits in because he talks like a homosexual.
Yeah, true. There's actually a really good documentary about that. It's called Gay Voice. I watched it back in the day. It's actually quite informative. I'm not going to lie. If you're wondering about that type of stuff, I really recommend you check it out. I think it's an old documentary. I said, yeah, Gay Voice. I watched this back in the day. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If you're wondering, you know, why this is a thing, I recommend you check this out. It's called Do I Sound Gay? 2014 documentary, available on all your platforms to check out. I recommend you check it out. It's really fucking good. I might actually do a review of this on my Patreon. Let's continue. So we did that. What's this? Oh man. Real quick in the stream chat. Do we think this type of shit bums Brendan out? What this type of shit I'm describing is these front row pictures of Theo Vaughn on the official UFC Instagram account, front row, surrounded by fucking celebrities. Do you think this upsets Brendan when he sees this? Do you think it makes him sad? Or do you think he doesn't care? When he sees this type of shit, his boy, the guy that he takes credit for making his career, is out in the UFC. Again, I have a feeling Theo got introduced to the UFC because of Brendan. I don't think Theo knew about the UFC before Brendan showed up. Brendan probably exposed him to the UFC. And now he's getting invited to shows, free tickets, front row seats. It must be wild to see, innit? And Brendan's not even allowed in the fucking building. Could you imagine how that must make you feel? You got this guy into comedy, kind of. You got him into podcasting, kind of. You introduced him to Rogan, kind of. You probably got him into the UFC, kind of. And now that he's left you, he's just gone. You know what I mean? He is out of here, bro. He definitely aimed for the fucking moon and landed on the stars, you know? As Brendan would say. Wild, isn't it, to think how far he's got? Absolutely wild. He legitimately left and never turned back. He hasn't even come back on the Golden Hour as a guest. He hasn't come back on Fire and the Kid as a guest. I've said before, and I'm going to stand by this. My theory is this. I think personally, I think Theo Vaughn's representatives told him if he wants to elevate his career, he has to separate himself from Brendan. He has to separate himself from Brian Callen, rape allegations, Chris D'Elia's accusations of being a diddler and a PDF. I think his agents told him, hey, we have some big plans for you. You get some great, because he's probably one of the only comedians I think online who doesn't really get any hate. Maybe him and Bobby Lee, they're quite universally loved in general. Their clips get loads of views. The comments are always very glowing, you know, great podcast interviews. So I think his CAA agents, again, these guys are sharks. They're proper top of the line people. They probably sat down and said, you know what? If you want to get to a next level guy, you're going to have to ditch Bapa, Chris, and Brian. And he hasn't looked back since. Or there's a suggestion that Theo picked a side when the whole Bobby Lee shit went down. He picked a side. He's like, you know what? I have to ride for Bobby Lee. That's my guy. That's what happened. But if I'm Brendan, I am pissed, bro. Theo getting front row seats and you're a former fighter and you can't even enter the building. Yeah. Yeah. Bobby absolutely sucks. He's more annoying than Bert. Yeah, but he's not disliked. You might think he sucks, but he's very well loved. He's very well regarded. Theo's living Shub's dreams. Only thing missing is Theo's pulling up with a baddie. Yeah. I think for sure Theo does not struggle in that department at all. I think Theo's DMs are busting. You know what I mean? I don't think Theo struggles in that department in the slightest, bro. Like, let's be real. Theo is a nice guy who, if you have something bad to say about him, something must be wrong with you. Exactly, Josie. Exactly. Theo is a low-key deviant, but he's a nice deviant. Maybe. Look at the subreddit. So Brendan Salty. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, true. I'm gonna check. Yeah, that's the next clip. Let's see. What was it? What was the clip again? Yeah, about getting invited to shows, and I think I've got it here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. There's a clip about Brendan being salty about being not invited to shows. I forgot which one it was. Let me just see it quickly. Bear with me a second. But if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you fucking like the stream as well. Don't be fucking tight. Like the fucking stream, okay? Let's see here. Which one is it? Oh no, but it's this one, isn't it? Let's check this one. Let's check this one actually. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's move on from that. Let's do this one actually. Have you guys seen this? Where Brendan finally admits he can't attend shows. This is pretty interesting. Because I'm not gonna lie, we've already known this. We knew this was the case, right? I'm sure most of you in the stream have heard me say that I have a feeling that if Brendan went to a live show, he'd get escorted out. I think if it was known that Brendan was in the arena, if he was in the venue, they would definitely escort him out. So now he's finally admitting he's not allowed to go to UFC events. I think he knows himself he's not allowed, or his representative told him. But he definitely knows if he steps foot in that arena and Dana finds out, he's petty enough that he will get security to escort him out. You know it. Here's Brendan admitting it.
Was it worth it? In hindsight now, with antitrust lawsuit, they settled. In the contract now, it says fighters cannot come after the UFC for fighter pay anymore. The game is over. There's nothing we can do. There's no reason to bring it up. Was it worth it? I would say no. I can't attend UFC events. And I love the UFC.
But you don't want to go anyway, right?
I would go. It hurts my feelings.
All right.
Look at Chin believing the fucking lie that Brendan doesn't want to go. Chin, like, is Chin do you think Chin's I'm starting to think Chin's a redact. I think Chin's more redacted than Brendan. Chin makes Brendan look like fucking Chin makes Brendan look like Elon Musk. Chin makes Brendan look like fucking Elon Musk. I swear to God. He must be absolutely R-worded. I thought you didn't want to go. Come on, Chin. Do you think he doesn't want to go to UFC events? Do you think he wants to sit down with you in fucking Thick Boy headquarters in that horrible, sweaty, piss fragranced studio, you know, on the Calabasas Fight Companion with inflated views, watching the show on mute. Do you think he would rather do that or go in the fucking arena? Come on, man. He doesn't want to go to the event. Of course he wants to go. Of course he wants to go. He can't go though. He knows he can't go. If he goes, Dana's gonna get him escorted out.
I'm like the nerdy kid at prom that didn't get a date. I'm like, I don't like the prom. I love the UFC. I bleed UFC.
It's funny he says that. It's funny he says that, but then he always trashes them. He always fucking rags on Dana. But clearly, we know he does. We know he loves UFC, but then he doesn't really talk about them with any kind of love. That's why he's on the outside looking in.
All I cover. One of the reasons I left Showtime is because they wanted me to cover Bellator. I went, I can't. They go, we thought you liked MMA.
No way. Is he lying? The retcon. He's now saying he left. Okay. I have a feeling he's playing into the lie because it's convenient. But also maybe his agents fucked him. Maybe his agents said that it's up to you to leave. But the reality is Showtime didn't want to renew his contract. Because it's pretty evident as soon as they hired Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell to do Morning Combat, they saw the difference in output. Even though by the time Brian Campbell and Luke Thomas got on Showtime, it was already towards the end of Showtime existing. But still, they got more return for their money out of those guys in the short time they were on Showtime than they did out of Brendan. The clips were better. The show was more, well informed, super entertaining, great guests, great interviews. It was a good show. Morning Combat's always been fucking good. So I think personally, Showtime probably saw how much they were overpaying Brendan for how little they were getting out of it. Like he would do these short shows, it was basically below the belt, low effort, hardly any research, just sitting on a chair doing podcast things. At the beginning, they tried to push him to do the whole like comedy, variety show thing. He couldn't read the fucking cue cards or the prompt or whatever. So then he stopped and started doing the sit down podcast thing and just turned it into a podcast, and it took all the fun out of it. So most likely he got fired from Showtime, but now he's trying to spin it like he left, and the reason why he left is because he loves the UFC so much. I can't cover Bellator, even though Bellator's another MMA organization, a big one at the time as well. Like, how does that make any sense? Huh? What a lie.
I go, I do, but only UFC. And
so how can you love MMA but only love the UFC? Is that possible? When there's so many, there's like fight. What's that thing called? There's fight. Is it Fight Cage? There's a few European ones. If you're into MMA, I think like I'm into football, you probably be into all of the organizations. You might not watch them all live, but you definitely keep up to date with like, the big fights. You definitely might see highlights and shit. You definitely might follow some Instagram accounts and shit to keep up to date with it. If you're really into the MMA, if you're really into MMA in general, it's like boxing. Do you just watch fucking boxing in America only? You don't watch other boxing, promotions in Europe and shit, or in the UK? How does that make any sense when you're a former fighter too? Would you want to have your finger on a pulse of what's going on? Of some kid, fighting in some other. What was the thing that Conor McGregor was fighting in before he joined the UFC? That sort of stuff, right? I don't know what the organization was called that he was fighting in. I forgot, I don't even know the name. But it's a strange thing to say, to admit. Like, you're into MMA, but you don't like anything else other than UFC.
And one championship.
The one championship thing is funny because he probably couldn't name you 5 one championship fighters off the top of his head. Guaranteed, he probably could not name you, or he probably couldn't correctly pronounce. Let's say that he probably couldn't correctly pronounce 5 current one championship fighters. I bet you, I would bet all my fucking life savings on that he could not do that, and I don't have any life savings.
Can't cover Bellator. Can't. Didn't want to. I have no passion for it.
You have no passion for the UFC either. Look how he drinks his can. What a weird dude, bro. That's a weird way to drink a can, isn't it?
Yeah, seeing you at a UFC event would be almost as rare as seeing, 4 shooting stars at once.
Dude, facts. What else you got?
Wow, man. That's kind of sad, man. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of sad. He can't attend a UFC event. It's kind of sad, but also, it's a reflection on how shitty how shitty he's been post UFC career. He was always shitting. Remember when he first quit the UFC and he started to become successful at comedy? He kept shitting on the UFC, talking about how much more money he makes now doing comedy and podcasting, how it did nothing for him. He's the most successful fighter. He's got the most successful post-fight career of any UFC guy. Do you remember? He used to really let his nuts hang. He used to really act like he didn't need the UFC. Now the UFC's popping. He now wants to be back in the good graces. He now wants to be friends with Dana. Again, I don't like Dana White. I don't like how he operates and shit, but that guy is pretty consistent. If you're not with him, you're not with him forever. Very rarely do people get back on his good books. When he deemed you to be an op, when you're an enemy for life. He hates current fighters, bro. He has a problem with George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre is one of the nicest guys ever. But he has issues with George St. Pierre because George St. Pierre quit at the height of his game. Probably told Dana one thing and then quit, right? Like, Dana's a vindictive, petty cunt who hardly forgives. So the fact that Brendan thought he could kind of get back in his good graces always fucking makes me laugh by just sucking him off on the show. Then when he didn't get the response he wanted, he started arguing with him again. So it's not going to happen, bro. You exposed him for fucking Ronda Rousey. You kind of, maybe exposed him for other things as well. He's not ever going to forgive you for that. Never. Which again, something that people don't talk about too often, by the way. Like, Dana fucked Ronda Rousey. That's fucking wild. I wonder if Joe Rogan fucked her as well. Because he used to fucking love Ronda Rousey. Remember? Joe Rogan used to say Ronda Rousey would beat up men and shit. It's like, what? Joe Rogan used to fucking love Ronda Rousey, bro. He used to fucking love her. Yeah, exactly, Josie. Choices do have consequences, my dear. That is so eloquently and so well put. Choices have consequences. Exactly. Because I don't even disagree with Brendan ragging on Dana and the UFC. I think he was right. I think Brendan's war against the UFC, he was fucking right. He was right. The fighter pay thing is shit. The way they treat their fighters is shit. The fighter pay thing for me is bizarre because I don't know if you guys disagree, but that whole 300 grand bonus thing he was given the other day, like, I think that is horrible to have these fighters literally competing for these bonuses. It's almost like they're competing for tips. It's like, why don't you just pay them a good base salary? You wouldn't need to pay like all these weird incentives. Like, Dana probably loses that much money on one hand of fucking cards or something. It's quite disgusting. But apart from that, if you don't want to pay them a good base salary, let them fucking make money from sponsorships on their shorts. Then they don't even let them do that. He has fucking advertisements of Bert Kreischer's machine thing on the fucking Octagon, which Bert has nothing to do with the UFC, by the way. Just selling advertisements on the fucking Octagon and shit. They don't get none of that money. If that's the case, let them just make money from sponsorship on their shorts and shit or their fight gear. What's a big deal about that? But no, it looks ugly. It's just like, fuck off, man. Honestly, so greedy. Like, so greedy. Like, I get it. If you can't pay, I get the argument that they have too many fighters on their roster. It's very competitive. They can't pay everybody great. Okay, cool. Reserve the money for the big dogs. But at minimum, let the fighters negotiate their own little sponsors that they can put on their shorts, like how it was back in the day. They don't have to be all over the shorts. Maybe it's only 5 spots. Maybe there's only 3 spots you can have on your shorts. Maybe it's only one half of your leg or something. Do something, bro, just to give them just so they can make up some money. But they don't. They shut that down as well. Like, awful. But yeah, Brendan can't go back to the UFC, man. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Make sure you're liking the stream, people. Don't fucking be stingy. Like the stream, please. I'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you like the fucking stream. Do me a fucking favor and like the stream. Crystalia at the fucking... I'll show you this picture in a minute. 1 second. I got this stuff load, right? Look at Crystalia's face. Look at this picture, bro. Look at Crystalia's face. Look at Crystalia's face. Look at Crystalia's face. I forgot who I was talking to. Maybe it was 40 FPS, I think. We got 40 FPS. But this is like there are times where I do kind of feel sorry for Chris, in the fact that he was due, like, just before he got cancelled for allegedly being a PDF, he was due to like enter into another stage of his career where he was gonna try and be like a movie star, do more TV and stuff, ramping up because he was in You. He was meant to be in that zombie movie where, you know, wherever that lesbian woman took over him afterwards. But there was a time in that career where he was about to take the next step up. Remember, he was doing loads of workouts in his garage, showing off him in a weighted vest, getting strong. That Eminem thing happened just before the Eminem cosign. And then it just fell apart. Like, fell apart to the point where now he's employed by Brendan Schaub. He has to go and do these live stream things to get a bit of extra money. Like, like, can you imagine? At one point, you're getting cut checks by Netflix and shit, and other shows are lining you up and stuff, and then now you're employed by a Brendan fucking Schaub. That's grounds to off yourself. If there's ever a reason to off yourself, I think that is one of them. If there's ever an excuse to self-expire, to unalive yourself, I think that would be it. So Brendan Schaub writing your paychecks, that's rough. That's fucking rough. And you've been in TV shows, you've been in movies, you know? Holy shit, bro. Yeah. Things really heat up when when Bean Dip goes to urinate in the community kitchen. What? You went to piss in the toilet again? No way. No fucking way. No fucking way, dude.
Remember when him and Elon were supposed to fight?
I was
and
never
you
gonna
dumbasses fell for it?
Nah, I don't think I
Elon is
thought that,
so
did I?
much bigger than Zuckerberg.
Yeah, but whatever. I wanted to see it. Come on.
Yeah,
I wanted to see it too, but it was never going to happen.
2 billionaires.
Yeah.
Who's richer?
I think Zuck.
Just have my henchmen get him.
Elon for sure.
Oh yeah.
Brian says a lot of wrong stuff. Oh man.
Common chemistry. Look at this, bro. They're having so much fun. These guys should all be at home with their families. Brian just had a newborn baby. You should be at home looking after your kid and shit, bro. Like, what are you doing wasting time doing this shit? Surely it can't be paying that well. What's the point? They'd probably do better doing this. Brian would probably do better doing this at home by himself, you know. So would Chris. Chris, unironically streaming UFC 300 by himself on his channel would probably do better than doing it on the fucking Calabasas Fight Companion channel or Thick Boy channel. I swear to God. If Chris sat down and just unironically tried to follow the show and be funny, right, and do his silly goose shit, they probably would have done it together better. They'd sit down together, right? 2 past it comedians, you know, one alleged rapist, one alleged PDF, sitting there critiquing UFC with no knowledge of it, probably would have done better than this horrible show. That's the really sad thing about this situation. So basically, they're helping out Bapa, but they're also doing it for a paycheck because it's guaranteed paycheck, right? Definitely their invoice. Like, the funny thing is about this, I thought this just now. These guys don't even hang around each other unless it's an invoice. Unless they can invoice, unless they can send an invoice, these guys don't even hang with each other. You know, that's how sad things have got. There was a time when they were all friends, but now, unless it involves an invoice, there's no hanging.
Oh, now that Brendan's gone, we can.
Now that Brendan's gone.
We could say, no. Hey, wait, hold on 1 second. Oh, dude. Now that Brendan's gone, we can make this show ours. Dude. So anyway, Chattanooga.
We have nothing to talk about, though. I'm not into cars.
Chattanooga.
You're into jewelry and cars. Look at you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of into it. Why don't you relax?
See, Max.
Jesus Christ. There's the awkwardness transmitting all around his face. Or maybe he's remembering he has to text back some 16-year-old. What the fuck was that? Is he like Ethan Klein? Does he have that fake, like, Tourette's? You know, Ethan Klein has fake Tourette's. He's just, you know, regarded. But is that what he's got?
You're into jewelry.
He's got like fake Tourette's.
Yeah. I mean,
when he reminds himself of some like high school clunge, he's like, you know,
I'm kind of into it. Why don't you relax?
He twitches. She's a cheerleader.
See, Max.
She's 15.
Oh, there you go.
Is this the last fight?
This is the last round.
But there's another fight after?
Yes. 2 or 1 more.
I'll leave after this one.
He's sending an invoice and he's still living ahead of time. That's a boss move. That's a big boss move, right? You're billing somebody for their time You're sending him an invoice. You're getting paid to do this, and you still leave before the end of the card. That's when you know you got the big balls.
I have to.
You have to be at the Laugh
Yeah.
Factory.
For him.
You coming to? You gonna come do the April 19th and 20th at the?
Definitely not.
You gonna open for me?
No, I don't know. I
Saturday.
might come and do a guest spot.
All right.
We'll see. If I'm in town, am I in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come
We'll see.
hang.
We'll see.
Brea.
He won't. You guys don't hang out. The first time he's telling him, look how old Brian looks, man. Fucking hell, Brian Callen. Hang it up, bro. Hang it up. He's going to be on stage until the day he croaks, innit? Just, and then I put it over my shoulder, and then the wind was running through my hair, and then the horse went, my legs are like horses. I wish my dick was like the size of my leg. He's going to be doing that shit until he's like 100, innit? Because obviously, you know, rich people born in rich families don't die early. You know what I mean? He's had a nice life. But God almighty, bro, just hang it up, bro. He's here wearing a hoodie. Look at him. He's literally aging like an avocado. Fucking hell, man. Hang it up, bro.
You're right too. I'm doing it.
You want to fly out to Oklahoma City and open for me?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I don't know. Up to you.
It's crazy how many places we've been to, huh? If you think about it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Here we go.
I'm very cultured.
Too.
Going to Australia too.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Just the. I'm announcing it.
Again. There
Monday.
it is again.
Chris is going to Australia. No, Chris is probably proof that if you build a fanatic fan base online, even if you get accused of the most, you know, heinous thing you can get accused of, which is, you know, being with underage girls, you can still be successful because he's touring on Australia. He's going to Australia. God damn, bro. This guy hasn't, maybe, you know, acting career's gone away, Netflix career's gone away, but the stand-up has never stopped, innit? That train is chewing down the fucking tracks, right? That train is going all the way to the nearest fucking high school. That train is careering through the fucking sports hall, and smashing right into the fucking girls' changing rooms. God damn, bro. It never stopped.
Man. You can get tickets already, though.
God, get out
Where?
of there,
Where are you
man.
going to be? The tour?
Sydney, yeah, different,
That's so
Perth.
Cool. Who are you doing? Who's promoting it?
Oh, man, that's crazy. Dude, did you see Max?
Do you think, you know that?
Brian Callen really wants to get relevant again. Who's promoting it for you? I need help. You know, Brian Callen's face. Look, he's so intrigued. Like, what's happening? How did you revive your career? He's looking at him like, how? But then you get accused of touching kids. How are you still alive? Brian's confused, like, how? Help me. Brian's so confused. He's like, did you get cancelled like me? But worse, I cried about you on fucking camera. How you still selling out shows? I can't.
The tour?
Sydney, yeah, different.
Who's booking this?
Who are you doing? Who's promoting it?
Oh, man, that's crazy. Dude, did you see Max?
Do you think you know that stuff?
I lost this one.
Yeah,
of course
I
he knows that
figured
stuff.
Deji would do
But
a
I think
lot
Gaethje was
different
a smart
than
bet, but
Do you know this stuff? Chris is bemused. Why do you care? Just count the money, bro. When the accountant tells me the money's wired, I just go cash it out. Like, what? He's confused. Brian needs all the help he can get. Oh, this is fucking brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Honestly, seeing how these guys' careers have kind of come crashing down is, for me, just a cautionary tale. I know I laugh at it like I'm happy that it did. I'm not, you know. It's not, you know, good to see people go from being up and all the way down. I don't really enjoy it. But it's just a cautionary tale. So it makes me like nervous laugh. Like, fuck. These niggas had it all, bro. They had it all in the palm of their hands and just, you know? Like when you sneeze and you're trying to, you know, take out a fucking bump, you know, oh shit. You know, like you sneeze by accident or you blow by accident or you had chew. It's like you had it all in your hands, then now $100 is fucking gone. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Anyway, if you're enjoying the stream, fucking like it. Stop being stingy. Like the stream if you're enjoying it. Stop being stingy. Like the fucking stream if you're fucking enjoying it and if you like black people, okay? Cool. Let's continue. Diddler bails close to an hour and a half before the show. Yes, this is the next part of the fucking clip. Thank you for Frantic Kid people for uploading this. You guys are the champs because I didn't even watch this show because it was too fucking boring. But look at this one. Diddler bails close to an hour and a half before the end. He still got paid for it as well, by the way. I'm pretty sure Brendan still paid him for this.
Wow. So Max for sure is getting at least the knockout of the night. 100%. But he also saved the card because let's be honest, this card for 300 has been a snooze fest.
What? Has UFC 300 been a snooze fest? It was one of the best cards of the fucking year. And we're only in April. What? Snooze fest.
And that made me run around with my pants
Jury
down.
fight was good.
That wasn't on the main card, was it?
All right.
Dude.
I gotta go. That was wild.
No,
That
but the
fucked
greatest
me
fight
up.
is next. The 2 Chinese chicks.
Oh.
Come on, Brendan. Brendan, be cool. Brendan, be cool, man. Brendan, wake up.
Come on, Brendan.
You can't fall asleep.
And he wants to be invited to UFC events. This guy, man.
No, it's definitely going to be better than Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje.
Oh, come on. But they're both, I want to see him at least do some kung fu, right?
Yeah, women
Both
fight.
of them?
Look at Taporia.
See, I didn't go racist with it.
Look at Taporia.
Is that George Foreman?
I'm racist.
Look at Chris trying to nervously leave, but not leave like a dick. You said you want to go. Go then, innit? Why are you still sitting there? Why are you so shy? Go. Who texted you? Someone you got some Snapchat messages to get to? You got some Omegle chats to get to? Or what's that app that all the kids use? The video chatting with the randoms. Is it Monkey or something? Like, go on. Go on your little app.
Whatever.
Use your burner. Allegedly.
All right, I gotta go. Thanks, guys.
Okay, you get up.
Chris D'Elia.
Love you, buddy.
That was crazy.
See you later, buddy.
You're the best.
Take a hoodie.
Camo pants in case you got to blend in the
Take a jacket,
foliage.
bro.
Oh, wait,
Take
let's
your
get a
jacket.
pic real quick for Chris leaves. As just
Marcus. God, it was good.
wild.
Let's get a pic before Chris leaves.
Man.
For the content.
Yeah.
Greatest
Prove he was
sport on
here.
earth. Greatest sport on earth.
Prove Chris was here.
The best.
That's crazy. But have you seen
Look at this fucking dead air.
Okay, well, the guys are taking pics right now.
Yeah, hey, tell them what Max is saying.
I don't have the audio to the fights, but
They don't have the audio. Even Chin can't hear the audio. They just mute the whole thing. There's no way of Chin hearing the audio or of them playing the audio really low in the studio. So they, oh my God, such a horrible operation. Or just having it in their headphones, having the audio play through the headphones. Can't they just do that? Is that not possible?
but the guys now are taking pics. Chris has to leave. Jason Mayhem Miller's here, which is a blessing for us. He's such a legend.
Chin trying to fill the dead air.
Brian?
This one's Brian.
Chin trying to fill the dead air.
Yo, guys.
Hilarious.
All right, take care, Chris.
Later, brother. Love you.
bro.
Wash your hair.
Don't
you
wear
know?
those pants, right?
Yep.
Don't wear
All
those
right, man.
pants with combat boots.
All right, see you later. Yep.
Wow. 1 hour. And I still don't understand why Brendan doesn't do this by himself. I said before, I don't think the fight companion needs all these people. I know he's trying to copy Rogan. And look, he's got the fucking bucket with the ice in there to copy Rogan. Look, you could tell he's on Ozempic. He doesn't have a single alcoholic beverage in front of him. I just realized he's not even drinking a single drink. He's just drinking what? Coffee or something. He hasn't drank a single alcoholic beverage. He's got all those bottles in front of him. No Tiger whiskey, by the way. No Tiger whiskey. But yeah, I think this show would be much better if he just did it by himself. If he just streamed this like how Luke Thomas does it. Or how, MMA Guru does it, right? If you just stream the don't you guys think if you just stream this, it'll be good? I think if he just did it by himself, but he doesn't. If he just sat down like the Short Show and reacted to he'd probably get as many views as this. It doesn't really matter who he gets on as a guest. Strange, but yeah. What can you do? What can you do? What else we got? Oh yeah, we gotta do. There's a couple last ones I gotta do before I leave because it's already 6:30 in the fucking morning over here. Bear with me a second. If you're liking the stream, make sure you're fucking liking it down below. Don't be flipping stingy, please. That'll be much appreciated. Let's actually continue here. One moment. Let's continue here. Oh, let's see this. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this a bit.
Cool.
Bear me a second. This is a Calabasas Fight Companion Lowlights 27. Let's see this. Let's see the lowlights of the Calabasas Fight Companion that happened just over the weekend. Because Pearson and Fighting the Kid stream, Fighting the Kid Reddit for uploading this basically. Let's get this nice and zoomed in. Let's fucking go. Let's see the low lights.
Yep.
No, this is the.
Boom!
Jesus Christ.
Hey, can Marcus hear me? Can I get another rain, Marcus?
Another rain. He's not even drinking alcohol anymore.
Indian chief.
He's so on fucking kratom. He's so on Ozempic. I don't understand why he's not admitting it. He suddenly quit alcohol, and he's gone completely skinny, and he's got Ozempic face, and he's like skinny fat build, and he's not working out. So it's like, come on, bro. Come on, just admit you're on Ozempic. Why are you lying? It's like when he lied that his beard grows in, no, his mustache grows in black. Do you remember? When he started putting hair dye or black dye on his fucking beard, and I don't know. Yeah, big up Snake Hips, appreciate you. Big up Snake Hips, Wagwan G. Thank you for the compliment, man. You know how it is. Big up Ricky Pitcher too. Thank you for joining. What's good? What's good? What's good, Ricky Pitcher? What's happening? What's happening? What's smacking? Oh, big up Marty Moose too. Long time no see. Big up Marty Moose. Hope you're well, my friend. Wagwan.
Like Buffer's jacket.
Chewing the nails.
All right.
Charles,
so wait, are we
looking confused?
We
like he
think
doesn't wanna be
Sarukian got
there.
this or what?
Oh yeah, 2-1. It's gonna be
All right.
2-1. It's not gonna be 30-27. I bet it's 29-28.
Yeah, split decision then. No. Let's see.
Tough one. Tough
Chris is
Guy over here in the back's
confused.
like, I think we got this.
Tough one for Charles.
Bro, I'm going on that Monjaro, Ozempic,
Don't
something
do it.
or
Don't
nothing.
do
But
it.
I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it, bro.
You're doing
I'm doing it.
Man, look at Brendan. Look at the eyes. He knows Brendan's on it. Look at that eyes. The man them know. The man them always know. I like Brendan keeps lying about it. Every time it keeps getting brought up, he keeps lying. It's so weird. You know what's funny too? I bet you he got it. He tried to get it tax exempt as well. It's a write off. It's part of his what you call it? It's part of his podcast prep. It's part of his rider or something.
Oh, bro,
I'm gonna
Ozempic?
fucking jam that thing.
My dad's in
What do you?
that
How do you
shit.
do it? You gotta shoot it.
I don't trust
I
Once
think
a
it's a
week?
shot. Yeah.
But I-
Look at Chris looking at Brendan. They all know he's on it, but he's not admitting he's on it. They're all looking at him nervously. I think it's a shot. Yeah. Look, Chris.
It's a
looking.
shot. Yeah.
Look at Chris looking at Brendan as well. They all know. They all know. They all know.
I'm doing it, bro.
Apparently it makes you weaker, you lose muscle.
Exactly. Brendan's lost muscle mass. He's definitely weaker. He looks frail. He looks sickly. Brendan's definitely on Ozempic.
Mass body mass.
For
Yeah, that's
real?
what people say
Oh,
that
never
don't
mind,
take it, but
Look at him. Look how much he knows about this, by the way. Hey, listen.
some people fucking love it.
Yeah. It's not. It has.
Strong.
You know it's tough at 34.
Some people fucking love it, like Brendan does.
I know.
What?
Back of the queue.
It's true, Bubba. It's true.
Can't sit here.
Yep.
At the champions table, can't sit here.
Why? What do you
Like
mean?
Forrest Gump, 34.
You're 34 years old. at that
34.
weight class.
And at 55, oh, it's murderer's row.
It's murderous, bro.
And you got to go back in the queue.
Look at this, though.
That elbow opened up, Charles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Christ, what a way to make a living.
man.
Bubba, I'm
What's
just
this
telling
called?
you.
Fight companion.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What's this called? Oh, I love Chris. So low effort. He really doesn't give a fuck, man. What's this called?
Yeah. Are you Googling yourself right now?
no.
Don't do it, Bloodbath.
No.
Bubba, you're right, though.
Are you Googling? Oh my God. Don't do it. Are you Googling yourself? Yeah, definitely, Chris, don't do it.
I want to
His
see
jiu-jitsu,
what it looks
he's-
like. Wow, it looks cool when we're on there.
He's controlling him. He's got his arm there.
Bears.
He's checking the views, isn't it? He's trying to see if it's worthwhile. He's checking the views. He's checking. He doesn't even know what channel it's on. He was checking the views. That's why he left so early. He's like, what? 6K? Fuck this.
One of those guys. You know?
Different animal.
Yeah.
Different level. His MMA jiu-jitsu's not like those. No, don't be a cuck now. Before when he was walking out, you're like, I just don't see how
Yeah,
it
dude,
happens.
and you prayed about
He's
it.
not that dangerous. I pray he does
Yeah,
well.
multiple times.
You might have been the first fighter I ever met. Do you know that?
Yeah, probably.
But like, we were at the Ha Ha Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You came up to me.
Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good. You at the Ha Ha Cafe. We met. Ha ha ha.
Ha Ha Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You came at the Ha Ha Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You came at the Ha Ha Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You came up to me.
What year is this? 91?
Oh.
Said to me,
He's got a very gravelly voice.
You just did a guttural fucking moan.
my God!
Oh, you should have gotten.
Hey,
rid of
hey,
Stockholm.
fuck my mouth, right?
Bro,
But fuck my mouth.
I'm sorry,
What?
bro.
Fuck
I
your
was
mouth?
so excited.
If it's 25 minutes of them grappling, fuck my mouth, right?
Yeah, I think she'll.
And I'm like shocked at this new phrase
Jose
you got
Aldo's
going
still
today.
doing it.
I'm like really
Jose
like
Aldo is still
put
doing
off
it.
by it.
It's shock. Could you get into that for us?
Well, it's so vast. But
Brendan the comedian, by the way, you get it? That's the joke. The joke is that Brian puts him to sleep when he talks about things that doesn't involve him. Anything that doesn't involve Brendan being the main subject, he gets put to sleep by. It's really funny.
so try everything.
Has been a
Buddy, there's
snooze
one
fest.
more fight in there.
Dude, if that
Come
goes
on.
What
Don't be negative.
I'm not, but what if
Oh, fucking brilliant. Look at the low lights. Look at the fucking low lights. Absolutely incredible. It's actually surprising they get that many views. I guess some people just like to have anything in the background, maybe. Or maybe some people find it entertaining, but I tried to watch one Fight Companion live one time and it was excruciatingly boring. Yeah, I'm surprised people like it. I'm surprised people actually tune into it. I'm not so yeah, wild that people tune into it. But hey, we all have stuff that we like that some people don't like, you know? We all have things that we like that other people don't fucking like. It is what it is. What can you do? And last clip here before I leave is this. This is the last clip. So, this clip is funny because this is an old clip from Brendan on Joe Rogan. And I've never seen this before, so big up the person Friday Kid for uploading this, where he's trying to spin a new narrative about how his comedy career went, especially with the Comedy Store. And I guess this is towards the end of the time at the Comedy Store, and maybe around the time when Rogan moved to Austin, Texas. I think this is a new studio already, so maybe this is why he's saying this, because I think, you know, his career kind of went to shit when Rogan left, and when he got involved in scandals and the Annie Lederman thing, the Cloud thing, the Bobby Lee thing, you know, it kind of made issues for him. But I guess he's now trying to say now that he was willing to start from the bottom at the Comedy Store to get a chance to work there after Rogan left. But the new booker there, her name is Emily LaFord, wasn't interested, it feels like. And if you see a picture of Emily, this young lady here, you can understand why, right? And I remember someone saying in the pod that she was trying to push the Comedy Store in a new direction. She's a woman, obviously, and she was trying to just introduce new faces, make it more diverse, maybe have, you know, people of color there, whatever, just change up the boys club type of feel in there, and just give it a new breath of a new, you know, breathe new life into it, breathe new life into it. So I think she was willing to kind of do away with the old guard. And the perfect excuse was that Rogan was leaving anyway, so it gave them and a lot of them moved over there, so she gave them a chance to kind of go. So I would have loved to hear that conversation where Brendan was kind of trying to plead for his job. But I also don't believe this story. I think there's a lot of lies involved in this. But listen to Brendan's, you know, basically trying to fight for his job, essentially, and trying to convince himself that he's a true comedian. And also pay attention to how he keeps looking at Rogan for approval. Because he doesn't believe what he's saying. He's saying the things that he knows Brent Rogan would love to hear him say. Like, you know the stuff that comedians say about how hard they work and shit. Listen, he's just looking at Brendan for approval, but he doesn't actually mean this.
I even told Emily this at the store. You got to humble yourself. I told Emily, I said, I know I'm headlining, selling out shows. I go, I'll work the fucking potluck, Emily. I'll come there. I'll work the door.
Oh,
I don't
thank
give a
you.
fuck what it takes.
Oh, wow.
For you to give me stage time in the OR.
Thank you.
I
How
don't give a
gracious
fuck,
of you.
man.
How gracious.
I'll do the trash, whatever you want, man. Whatever it takes. You
How
let me
gracious
know.
of you.
Let me know. I'll do it. I'll fucking scrub the floors for 5 minutes
really?
in the fucking OR at potluck.
Who
I don't
believes that?
care.
So he's trying to convince himself that he would do all these things to get a spot there, which is not true. And also, I think if you're Emily, this booker, right, you're probably looking and thinking, you've been given everything on a silver platter, and you've been given, like, you've been on main lineups, you've been on Joe Rogan and Friend lineups at Comedy Store. Why would you then be okay with doing the door? Would you be a good presence? Would you have a good attitude about it? Will you be good for the vibe? Will you be good as part of this new story I'm trying to tell, this new direction I want to go in? Probably not. So for the betterment of yourself and the, you know, the overall vibe of the club, it's probably best you also not come back. You know what I mean? Because your boys aren't here anyway. So, you know, I'm trying to make a new thing here and it doesn't really make any sense. So that also probably might explain why Brendan, for a short period, was then a Laugh Factory guy, if you remember. He wasn't really doing Comedy Store anymore. He's mostly Laugh Factory. And then he stopped talking about the Comedy Store. He stopped talking about Mrs. Shaw and stuff. It kind of died down because clearly this Emily LaFord woman put her foot down and was like, all right, enough. You guys have run this space for a long time. I want to breathe new life into it. We're going in a different direction. But I love this retconning he's doing of the history of his come up. This is a funny retcon because this isn't true. There's no way he would have been happy to do the potluck or the door, all that stuff. It's not true. We know it. We know it.
I even told Emily this at the store. You got to humble yourself. I told Emily, I said, I know I'm headlining, selling out shows. I go, I'll work the fucking potluck, Emily. I'll come there. I'll work the door. I don't give a fuck what it takes for you to give me stage time in the OR. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll do the trash, whatever you want, man. Whatever it takes. You let me know.
Rogan's not even saying
let me know.
a thing.
I'll do it. I'll fucking scrub the floors for 5 minutes in the fucking OR.
You scrub the floor for 5 minutes. Is that how long it takes to clean floors? 5 minutes.
Potluck. I don't care.
By the way, big up Eduardo Madeira. Did you ever post a video of Chin crying or something like that? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. What's that video? Describe it more in detail, my friend. What's that? What is that video of Chin crying? I don't remember that one. If you can remind me, I would definitely try to clear it clipped up. But yeah, Emily LaFord. Let's see what she's about anyway. This is an interview from 2002, courtesy of Pipeline Artists. Let's see what she's about. Emily LaFord, originally from San Diego. Emily started a comedy troupe in high school. It wasn't the natural born comedian. Turned out she was much more comfortable behind the scenes. I was horrible at performing. I like organizing, I like finding talent, I like developing talent, I like producing things. How has the role of the Comedy Store changed? 7 years ago, I came on to help clean up the calendar and add some outside produced shows into the mix. Adam Eager had just got promoted to talent manager and it was a tough job. Anything I could do to take care of his plate made it easier, I did. So I started booking the La Jolla Comedy Club and the outside produced shows in the main room. I then kept following in Adam's footsteps until we moved to Austin. Oh, she literally has been in the store since Adam Eager's been there. So she's the one that decided to basically give Brendan and all those guys the boot, because even Callan doesn't. Have you noticed? Callan doesn't perform at the Comedy Store anymore. Chris D'Elia doesn't perform there anymore. I'm not sure if Eric Griffin does, but they all don't do it anymore. They were all mainstays of the Comedy Store. So I think maybe Chris got obviously ousted there because of the allegations, and maybe also Brian for the rape allegations, and Brendan, I guess, just for being a redact and being associated with those guys. He was also out. But there's definitely a new vibe over there. It's a whole new group of people. Just look at the Instagrams, completely changed. What are the biggest challenges you faced and how did you solve them? There's a lot of comedians and not a lot of spots, and you're trying to put on the best show for everybody. You're dealing with it, you know, some personalities which can be both fun and interesting. I'd love to interview this woman, honestly. I'd love to find out actually, how does the pay work? How do you book? How do people keep canceling shows and then they get rebooked at comedy? Like, how does that work? But just trying to run a comedy club in the middle of the pandemic is really a big challenge. Before the world shut down, it was still the best comedy club in the world. We're trying to come back and keep the momentum going as the comedy world's changed. Yeah, so now the Comedy Store is directly competing with Rogan's, isn't it? They're going head for head, blow for blow, machine for machine. I wonder who does better. I wonder who sells out most shows. I wonder who has most attendance. How do you judge a comedy club success anyway? Amount of tickets sold, I guess, right? That's probably the easiest way. Every weekend, like, how, based on the capacity. What's the Comedy Store? The Comedy Store capacity, what is it? The Comedy Store, not the London one, the one in LA. 450. And what's the mothership capacity? Comedy mothership, what is that? 240. The fact we're like with the capacity of about 250. Okay, it's only 240. It's not that much, in it. So it's half the capacity. So it's easier to sell out shows there. Plus with the Rogan thing, it's a bit of a cheat in it. Bit of a cheat. They got less seats, less capacity. They got the biggest comedian, but basically owns it. All the best comedians want to go there. It's probably a harder job running the Comedy Store than it is the comedy thing, innit? Let's see the Comedy Store, LA gigs. Let's see what they've got on their calendar. What they've coming up there. Who's performing at the Comedy Store in LA? Who they've got here? They've got headliners featuring Chris Estrada, Ian Edwards, and Steve Forey happening soon. Or Fury, however you fucking say his name. Apologies if I fucked it up. My friend. Just say with Justin, who? Justin Martindale. What other shows they got coming up here? Let's get rid of that. Can you go, please? Fuck's sake, why is it not going? Come on, you cunt. What's happening here? Cool. Facial recognition comedy. What else you got here going? Roast battle with who? Who's that person? I don't know who that person is. Why isn't this Xing? Okay, I don't really give a fuck anymore. Let's move back to Emily. What is legacy of booking the Comedy Store? Why is it so important? 50 years ago, the lovely Mrs. Shaw decided to make an artist colony of the comedians. She was the first female booker, the godmother of comedy, the first badass lady. Okay, she's definitely pushing the whole female angle of it. So this goes to show why Chris and Brain, those guys aren't involved, because those guys are all about, you know, what you call you have to work hard, you have to be a man, blah, blah, blah. So you can see why she wanted to kick them out. She was the first female booker. She discovered some of the best comedians in the world to this day. It's like I'm still walking in her footsteps even after two men were working before I was. Oh, she's definitely, I like this woman, I like her. I think about her every time I'm watching The Back of the Room. She was always top dog. There's so many amazing things to live up to. It's fun though. I do love it. So yeah, she definitely came in with a whole different vibe, changed it completely, and now those guys are out. That's actually a nice hat. I would love that hat, actually. I think I'd wear that hat. That's a nice hat. With the Comedy Store logo on. That's pretty cool. I like that. What is the new booking process you've implemented? Everyone has their own process. I think everyone's process is unique to them. Let's see what she says here. What's her process? No rapists, no diddlers, no bullies, no liars. No abusers, no harassers. That would include quite a lot of comedians, but still. For me, I really like the idea of developing. I want to see how people grow. I'm not looking for perfection. I just want growth. During the pandemic, we couldn't do any outside promote shows or do our potluck shows, which are a version of open mic where newer acts can be seen. I turned weekend bedroom shows into shows for comics development system. Instead of doing 3 minutes that they'd get on the potluck, they do 10 minutes, a full set in front of real audiences. That's how you get to people grow and change. One time I see them, it'll be one set. And if they bring back the same set, has it changed? Or will they come back with a completely different set? I really like watching people put all their cards on the table. I don't mind people fail. If people really have really good joke that failed and they come back next week and they work on it, it gets better. I can see that they saw the failure and they know how to learn from it. For showcasing, and Adam did it too, we put people right in the middle of the big shows. The original room is one of the hardest rooms in the country and gets kicked off by some of our strongest comics to really set the high bar. 1 minute you could be following the best friend and the next minute Chris Rock could be popping in. It's like throwing your kid in a deep end, like sink or swim, baby. And since we were closed for 2 years, we now have 3 nights of showcases. Ah, look at this. The store has been accused of diversity issues. I mean, it's a little bit too bro-ish. Ooh, it was a little bro-ish. You see? That's why they all got kicked out. I like Emily. Big up Emily LaFord. It was a little bro-ish. They're all great comics, no shade, but I felt like everyone should be able to represent on stage. Funny is funny. I hate the term fresh faces and even new blood. And I need a Theosaurus. Sam J is the first comic I passed. She's not new. She's been hanging out at the store for a long time. She's put in the work and she's very funny. I wanted to be the first person I passed to be someone I really loved and enjoyed. The fact that she passed a woman as well is a real good sign of what she was trying to aim for, you know? I really loved and enjoyed. To be fair, anyway, when Mitch's show ran the comedy club, it did seem more diverse than when Adam Eager and those guys were there. Funnily enough, you know that it's kind of wild. They talk about Mitch's show like a, you know, like a god that she is, but she actually did. You know, there was way more variety at the comedy store when she was running it before she passed, of course. I wanted to be the first person to pass. I think both started hysterically crying. I don't know why I felt nervous to tell her. I guess because it meant that I was really doing this. How do you know when a comedian is ready to be passed? I work with an amazing woman named Jen Kane, sorry. She's kind of like my number 2. I love her. So they completely changed the makeup completely of the store, innit? There's more women working there behind the scenes. Her number 2 is a woman. She's definitely trying to push the whole diversity thing, which is great. Get new faces on there. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm not going to lie. And just freshen it up a bit. like I said, too bro-ish. We watch great people grow, and you could always tell when we've worked really hard. It's like picking a ripe avocado. You can feel it. That's the dumbest thing I ever said, but you know what I mean. If they're ready, they'll show it, and you're ready. They're in that showcase. Some people think they're ready, and then they get on stage in the original room, and they're the most confident person in the world, and they just shit the bed. Although the last ones, no one did. No one did bad. Nobody bombed any of the last showcases. Okay, cool. Big up Emily LaFord. She's running that place like a fucking drill sergeant, and she kicked out all of the boys. So the boys club is gone. The boys club that bullied Bobby Lee, the boys club that probably harassed a bunch of people, the boys club that were acting like they were running that place. She took over and she said, you know what? Go follow Adam Eager at the Comedy Store. And guess what happened when they followed Adam Eager at the Comedy Store? Rogan suddenly had standards. That's the fucked up thing. Some of them tried to follow Rogan to the Comedy Store, to the mothership, sorry, and suddenly Rogan had an awakening that, oh, I might have platformed some shit comedians. I'm going to reset everything now. Everything has to be earned. And Brendan was the first casualty. Even though he was put on the lineups for Joe Rogan and Friends of the Comedy Mothership, the Comedy Store used to live in LA, suddenly Rogan goes to Austin, and now Brendan's not good enough to perform with him. I'd be so mad if I was Brendan at Rogan. Don't get me wrong, Brendan's got a lot of faults, but I think I would really hate Rogan if I was Brendan. I would hate Rogan. You let me perform at the store when I was shit, and now that I've gone a bit better over 7 years, 8 years, now I can't perform at your own club. Fuck you. Anyway, my friends, that is it for now. I have to leave, love you and leave you. It is late for moi. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 213 of The Random Show. Thank everybody in the live stream, chat. Big up everybody. I see you here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Jody La Flame. I see you. Marty Moose, Snake Hips. Big up Jared Mellerick, my guy. Z, Eduardo Madeira. Big up A's of Andy, sorry. Big up Jordan Ray. I see you as well here. Thank you for joining me. Big up Le Potter Main. Big up you. Big up bodybuilding.news. Thank you for joining. Oh, MMA Guru got up to 18k views live. Wow. Big up MMA Guru's. He's my real idol when it comes to work ethic, boy. He fucking puts in the miles, bro. He's always streaming, always clipping. He's really on it. Big up MMA Guru, man. He's a fucking G. Ricky Picture, big up you as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up Postcaster Balls. I see you there also. Big up Kirimaru Sitsunu. Big up you too. Everybody in the stream chat. Joel from MIA. Appreciate all of you. Before you all leave, please like the stream for me. That'd be greatly appreciated. Before you all leave, please like the stream for me. Big up Carlos too. Appreciate you, Carlos. Hope you're well. MK, I see you. Crash 1984, I see you too. Big up for tuning in, all of you. Please make sure you like the stream before you leave. That's all I ask. Most appreciate all of you for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon, my friends. Peace. Thank you for tuning in, people. Be safe wherever you are. Don't let the bed bug bite. Bye.